audio stream loading. Playing the greatest hits of the 80s, 70s, and today. The planet Earth. Live from the south coast of England. This is Play Radio UK.
Okay. The first thing you'll
Hello?
notice...
Sorry.
The first thing you'll notice... No Tommy Boyd Show production.
Good.
Yes, I took it out. It's still going to appear later on, but it's for good reason.
Good.
Because I've been playing with some things, and I want to know what you think before we start. Yeah, so I'm just going to play this. It's just something I've literally knocked up 2 minutes before we came on air. Right? So tell me what you think of this, and then we can change it. So I thought we would do this. We can decide what we want.
Okay.
The contributors can decide how they want it. Okay, so this is sort of what I came up with.
It's Sunday night. It's 7 o'clock. And the Human Zoo is now open. Call 01243 55 60 60. Email studio@playradiouk.com. Skype play.radio.uk. And watch it all happen at tommyboy.servebeer.com. But be warned.
So yeah, you can see where that then I ran out of time.
Some taboos in a live and open manner.
So I just threw the rest of it together.
If you're easily offended by an open-minded masturbate, then this show is not for you. It's not the Tommy Boyd Show with Matt and Stu on playradiouk.com.
So, yeah, you like that? What do you think?
That's all right.
Well, people can let us know what they think. We've got somebody on the phone.
Shame everything's out of date though now, isn't it?
Yeah, well, we'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
We should do introductions, really, shouldn't we?
Probably.
TommyBoyd.servebeer.com. If you're watching the cameras, you'll notice we've been joined by a female presence. Ladies and gentlemen, Jo.
Hello, how are you doing?
Yes, very good, thank you. We spoke to you on the phone a few weeks ago.
Yes.
While you were in Scotland.
Up in my bedroom in Scotland. Yeah.
That's right, and now you're joining us live.
Yes.
And it's nice to have a woman in the office purely for my libido.
Excellent.
Here he goes. He's going to perv now.
No, that's it. I'm done. How is everybody?
His bird's gone on a round the world trip, and now he's free and easy.
She could be listening. Have we got someone on the phone or what? No,
well, it was ringing. But
well, I answered it.
Okay, so we kind of do have all your production out of date now.
Yes, thank you very much for that, Stu. I didn't find out until I finished running around like I had.
So all the cameras are available at tommyboyd.servebeer.com, but the new address for the camera is stewandmatt.servebeer.com.
Certainly is. Hello.
Good evening, Matthew.
Hello, Alan.
Good evening, Alan.
Good evening, Stu Ball.
Hello, mate. How are you?
I'm not bad. Who is that gorgeous bird seen by you on the right-hand side?
Bird? Bird? Show a little respect.
Schoolboy error, mate. Schoolboy
Show a
error.
little respect.
Yeah, so
Excuse me, single bloke talking here.
You'll stay single if you call her a bird.
yeah, we're going to have to give you some handy tips.
Oh,
P.S.
good evening, madam.
Don't mention
My
handy
name's Alan.
tips.
I do the sport on the south.
Hello, Alan.
What's your name and where'd you
that's
come from?
debatable.
My name's Jo McCafferty, and I come from originally Aberdeen, but I have moved to the deep south.
Oh, can I see you a bit?
Oh, yeah, excellent.
You're doing really well so far, Alan.
Yeah, your pulling technique's working great.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's somebody missing.
Yes.
There is.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the Yankee Doodle retard?
He's working tonight.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
I wanted to prove to him I haven't got a cock in my mouth like he says.
Oh, sorry. All right. Okay. Sorry. I was
Okay.
doing two things at once because I see somebody's also started a Skype chat room without
That
us.
was me waiting for you to do
You were
my
just
chat.
well, you know, some of us got pre-production work to do before we go on air, haven't we? You know.
Well,
So,
you played me
know,
a chat, but I might do
you know,
over.
you know.
They wanted a Skype chat.
Yeah.
Bye. Okay.
Right. I need to. I need to just do something. I'm sorry this hurts your earphones a little bit, but I can't be doing it that low.
Is that too loud for you, Jo?
I can just about manage.
Is that
Yeah,
okay?
You can always plug into... I like mine quiet and soft on the ears on the old headphones.
Oh,
Right, so stewandmatt.servebeer.com, as well as tommyboyd.servebeer.com.
Yep.
The email's still the same, isn't it? studio@playradiouk.com.
Yeah, I haven't changed that. Yeah.
Okay, you can call 01243 55 60 60, but
We have a new phone number
we do.
with multiple lines
Multiple lines.
and conferencing
Conferencing.
and all the funky shit that comes with a proper phone system.
Oh, hallelujah.
Do you want a number?
Let's have the number.
0208
Uh-huh.
123.
Hang on, I better write this down for future reference.
It's on your left-hand
0208.
side, hanging under the CD, mate.
Oh, yeah.
0208 123 1088. 0208 123 1088. And you can't text it, neither. It only accepts phone calls.
Why did you go for 88? I'd have gone 1066.
Because we couldn't have 1066 because it wasn't available.
Oh, really?
So 1088 instead.
Okay. 0208 123 1088.
Yep.
That's done via Skype, is it?
It comes into the computer with Skype on it, yes.
Right. Is that working now, do we think?
Apparently so.
Apparently so.
Well, I rang it earlier and it seemed to work okay, so if anybody wants to try it out, go 0208 123 1088.
And if you want, I mean, this might be an overload of information, but 01243 55 60 60, you can call that. It's your general landline. So many ways to get in touch. Play.radio.uk. What's up, Joe?
Can you turn me down?
You want to? I tell you what, unplug your headphones.
No, it's all right. Just turn down a bit. It's fine.
You sure?
Yeah, it's fine.
The things you do for women, Stu.
Yeah.
Is that better?
It doesn't have to be that quiet.
Yeah, that's a little quiet, mate. I can't even hear you now.
How's that? How's that?
That'll do.
perfect.
Yeah? Is that okay?
Yeah.
So I got here late. There was an accident near the
Tell me about
motorway.
it.
Yeah. It's a really boring story. So I had to go back 20 miles, across 20 miles and back down 20 miles. So I was kind of like 60 miles out of sync with myself. So I got here at like 6 o'clock with shit loads of stuff to do, with all this new production that I've got down. Run through the door and Stu goes, "Oh, Matt, we've got new phone numbers, everything." So it makes my production completely and utterly worthless. And then he sat down and he said, "And there's so much to talk about as well. I've changed my mind from what we wrote on the Shrine." So I think, Stu, you should tell us what's coming up.
Yeah, okay. It was you want to answer the phone then?
Have we got a phone call?
Yeah,
I
but you
didn't
need
even see it.
no, wrong phone. Now you need to answer the computer phone
Wow.
by doing that.
Wow.
Oh, which is now call ended, so they hung up. So leave it faded up, and I'll bring them up and down on here. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm a bit scared by all this technology, to be honest with you.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah. So come on, Stu. You had all these subjects.
Right. Okay. So Joe, we've already spoken about. This Joe, the other Joe.
Yep.
This is going to get confusing, you realise.
Scottish Joe and Polish Joe.
But we need to rename him Polish Joe, because now he's in Ohio. He should be Ohio Joe. Is that too much? Is that too much of a mouthful?
So you got Ohio Joe.
Ohio Joe. Ohio. How?
How? Okay, so Ohio Joe and Scottish Joe. Is Ohio Joe happy with his Ohio Joe tag?
I don't think I've spoken to him about it yet, so it's tough, isn't it?
Okay, and he's not listening?
No, he's at work.
He's at work.
I think he's flipping between parking cars and delivering pizza today.
He's gone up in the world, then.
Well, he's got himself a fair-pated boat, right? So he arrives back home, and of course he's trying to find somewhere to live, and his girlfriend's on her way over from Poland, and she's got a visa now, apparently, so it's good news for him anyway. So,
wow, she's got her own credit card, brilliant.
Yeah, it's it. So apparently, of course, he's had to go out and earn money, basically. So at the moment, he's got a job starting at Home Depot very soon. So, but in the meantime, he's filling it with parking cars in the car park, which of course is what you normally do in a car park.
Yeah.
And delivering pizzas, and why not?
Excellent. For Domino's, or?
I don't know, I used to deliver pizzas, great job.
Really?
Yeah,
on a scooter?
No, I used to do it in my car.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a great job, what a DOS.
Really?
Yeah, you work for yourself, you deliver pizzas, so you go around, you do about 20, 30 pizzas in sort of a couple of hours, then you can bunk off for the rest of the night, and you've earned a night's worth of money, it's great.
Cool. I just do want to say on the wireless.net, our new member to the team, Jo, is actually in the chat room, so please make her feel welcome and say hello. She's the female side to our chat that we've been lacking for so many weeks.
Yes, we've been very, very naughty.
Certainly. So what do you do normally, Jo? Let's find out a bit about you.
Okay, depending on the day, I am a geology lecturer online, and I'm a singer-songwriter, and I'm renovating a house at the moment, and I'm a student. I'm studying to do the teaching I'm already doing, and I'm looking to go into film.
Into film?
Yeah, I'm going to go to Brighton Film School and learn how to make films.
Wow, so you're literally doing everything?
Yeah, a bit busy.
Which is your favourite one?
Filmmaking, because I haven't started that.
Oh, so you can say that? Yeah, I see.
But, I'm enjoying the music the best,
yeah.
To be honest, because I'm in charge then, so it's alright.
Cool. Excellent. Well, it's very nice to have you along. You were talking about Nelson School earlier, Stu.
I was talking about Burgess Hill School.
Burgess Hill, not Nelson. Where did I get
Burgess Hill Girls' School, yeah. Which has had a bit of controversy this last couple of weeks in the media and stuff, and so we're going to have somebody calling in around about, or we'll call someone around 8 o'clock to get get to the bottom of the matter, because one side says one thing and the other side says the other. Okay,
are we going to see what the sides say now, or are we going to wait? Are you going to tell us a bit more about it, or do you want to wait
one
till
side. Well, so it's a video that was posted on YouTube where a certain set of schoolgirlies are slagging off their teachers and using quite vulgar language, and as it's a £20,000 a year school, it was deemed inappropriate. But the head teacher denies that the video ever existed because the video's been taken off air. So.
Right, I see.
Hello, Alan.
I wish to apologise about earlier on.
What's that then?
About going off on the wrong mark with Joe.
Well, you better apologise. You better apologise to Joe. I'll pull our mics down, Stu.
Okay.
Okay, Alan.
Terribly sorry, Joe. I feel we went off on a bad start.
That's quite all right, Alan. I'll
Fancy a
forgive
clean
you.
break?
I thought you were going to say something else there. Yes, let's just start again.
Anyway, whereabouts in Scotland are you from?
I'm from Aberdeen.
The Grampian region.
Yes, that is correct. You've been looking this up, have you?
Hey, I
You
know
know-
the ITV companies.
I'm going to stop you there, Alan, because what you've done is you've gone off the phone, you've gone on the internet, you've done a bit of research, you've phoned back with an apology.
No, Matt. I'll name the ITV companies. You name me a place in the country and I can tell you the ITV region for it.
Matlock.
That's central.
He's a genius.
Sorry, did I just hear that right? Alan Caddick said, you name an area and I can tell you the ITV network.
Yes.
I think he did, actually. Yeah, probably.
As in the TV channel.
Yes.
So now we know what he does with his spare time.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
How
What do you
exciting.
think of Alan, Joe?
I like Alan. I like 500 Miles, and at some point I would like to hear another rendition. Maybe not tonight.
Yeah.
But at some point. Because
Some more Alan
it did
karaoke.
Get me giggling. I thought that was quite funny.
Sorry, wrong number.
Was that Alan on Skype?
That was a voicemail. How about this one? Which was blank, obviously. There we go.
So you can leave voicemails and everything.
People can leave voicemails on there, yeah.
And that's 0208 123 1088.
Yes.
And we can conference call and everything. We need to get some people calling in.
Yeah.
Get a conference call going and stuff.
Yeah. Of course, the other number still works, 01243 55 60 60,
Yeah.
but let's face it, that's not quite such a cool number, is it?
It's not, no, I like the 1088 bit, definitely. I mentioned it to you earlier, you both went, I really want to talk about Sharia law.
Yawn! You talk.
Why is it yawn?
You talk away, mate. Go on.
Are you not in any way concerned
Giving a shit.
that
No.
we...
Sorry, go on.
I've just done a loser with this one already. Are you not in any way concerned, right, that we might one day get to the stage where Christians, white people, English natives are governed by the police and Muslims are governed by Sharia law?
Careful, you're going to get called a racist.
Hello.
Are we always?
Right. I've just been trying the new number.
Richard, how are you, mate?
Alright. I'm right, thanks.
Good, good. What's up with the new number? Is it not working?
It says there's no one there, and it leave a message.
What the bloody hell's going on here, then? Because it was working a minute ago. Okay, I'll sort that out, mate. How are you? All right?
Alright, thanks.
Good.
Have you heard the new LBC jingles this week?
No, I haven't listened this week, actually, mate. I've been really busy, so...
Alright, it's caused quite a bit of controversy.
Has it?
Oh, why's that?
Well, it's just like, going back to the old days, sort of very old school. I guess it's in keeping with the new type of programming they're doing now.
Right.
But, yeah, I mean, someone on the Digital Spy said it costs 175,000 or 125,000 pounds or something like that.
For them to be made?
Yeah, I don't know if that's good value for a jingle package.
It's about right. It's about right.
Jingle package, I could have done it for a tenner.
And they've got what's his name? The guy from the Better Music Mix doing the voiceovers.
Have they?
Who's that?
Yeah.
I've not listened to. I've not listened to LBC all week. Actually, I've been quite busy. Did you see? 3 Minute Wonder on Thursday on Channel 4?
Yeah, so there's
And the one on Wednesday. Yeah, Clive on Wednesday and.
Live on Wednesday, Igor on Thursday.
Yeah.
Igor was pretty funny, I thought.
Yeah, it was great. I'm glad that the guy spent a whole entire hour, treading and tripping over my cables, moaning at me about not being able to provide a decent audio feed for him, and then he didn't even have the nerve to put me fucking face on the television.
I am fucking furious.
You expect to be on that show?
What's that, sorry, mate?
You expect to be on that Channel 4?
Of course I didn't, but he was stood like no more than 2 foot from me with his bloody video camera, moaning about the fact that I couldn't provide him this and I couldn't do that for him and this, that and the other, and all I got was a special thanks credit at the end of the programme.
He was a wanker, wasn't he?
He was a bit
He
of a
was.
twat.
I cannot believe it, right? An hour's worth of filming, yeah? We did 2 takes of the Igor call. The second one was the one we were meant to take, where Tommy asked us what we thought, and we pretty much said, don't give up the day job, yeah? I wait months and months and months for it to finally come on TV. Then it finally happens. I flick onto the electronic programme guide on my digital Freeview box, and it says Igor, and I think, fucking A, I'm going to be on telly tonight. Admittedly, 5 minutes before the programme started, I was a nervous wreck, but once it had finished, I was furious. Where was my TV debut?
You were a nervous wreck.
Yeah, I had an issue with suddenly the realisation I might well be on Channel 4, but then that was kind of...
Channel 4, no one's watching
It's
anyway.
only Channel 4. Yeah.
I was expecting a bit more of you guys, considering how long you're in your, because I remember I was listening to the show that night, and how many takes did you do with Tommy?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I know, like 3 takes, and we all got involved, and the guy was moaning about the fact that there was no one... See, now that's working now. Why is that working for me? Sorry, I'm just doing the Skype thing.
Yeah, we weren't allowed to swear.
We weren't allowed to swear. He was moaning that we couldn't provide him a clean feed. There was nowhere to plug himself in because we'd used all the ports to actually do our radio show rather than put up with his bloody camera.
I was absolutely furious.
Yeah,
I wanted to be... I rang my mum. I rang my dad. I rang my best mates. 2 of them. I rang the boss. I send texts off to people who occasionally have listened to the show previous, people I know or know through, it must have cost me 50 quid alone to let people know I could be on the TV. What a waste of money that was.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
I got my name on the credits.
That's it. Well, that's what we both got, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's a start.
Just,
You just got to
one
think
thing
about
before
it.
I go.
Yes, mate.
I'm almost as sad as Alan because I kind of can do that as well, the ITV regions trick.
Oh, really?
I reckon a lot of people listening to this can do this as well.
Well, okay, so how about then if I said to you, let me see, Pontop Pike. What TV?
You're actually talking transmitter side.
Well, okay, and in which case then I'll say to you Ponteland.
You guys are geeks.
See?
Not that good.
Okay, how about...
I knew Ponton Pike.
Okay, Pontop Pike is...
Well, actually, you might not know, is that...
It's
borderline, isn't it? Tyne and Weir in Yorkshire.
It's Tyne Tees at Pontop Pike, yeah.
So tell me, how does somebody go about learning that crap?
Well, you've got to be into it. I actually could tell you pretty much most of
Into
the...
knowing the different regions of ITV.
Although I've got, to be honest with you, I've lost touch now because they changed all the franchises a few years ago, and I've lost it. I don't know.
There's so little difference between the regions now. There's not much point in it.
But why? Why learn the regions?
It was interesting in the old days when there were different shows on each one.
Yeah, that's right. When there were different shows at different times on the on each region, it was quite handy to know if you crossed over regions which channel was going to have your programme at what time.
That's verging on train spotting.
Sorry.
I remember my dad used to be really annoyed because we were like just outside we could sort of get fuzzy perception of Yorkshire region, and we could get going on. It was our proper region, and he used to always look in the ITV variations, and he always used to be annoyed at the better programmes used to be on Yorkshire.
Cool. Sorry, I'm trying to... Do you know what?
You've not been concentrating. I apologise to my colleague.
Can I tell you why I'm not concentrating? Is because before the show, Alan was so impatient at the fact that I hadn't got the chat room started up that he started his own bloody Skype chat room, right? And now I've got 10 million people messaging you going, oh, is this the right chat room? Is that the right chat room? It's like, if people just leave things alone, let's get on with it. It doesn't fuck up like it has now. So if anybody's not in the chat room, message Alan, because Alan obviously seems to be the one in charge tonight. So
Brilliant.
Sorry, Richard, mate. Yeah, I know what you mean. I used to be able to tell, but now I don't know whether HTV West and all the rest of it still exists now.
I'm sorry.
So.
I'm going to put a stop to this right now. I can't take any more ITV readings. Richard, thank you very much for your call.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate. 01243 55 60 60 on the landline or 0208 123 1088 if you want new Skype conference call fancy thingy. studio@playradiouk.com for the emails, and I guess we'll read every single email out, yeah?
Yeah, we will, yeah. Okay, but unless you...
What? What's wrong now?
Well, now you've just... I'm trying to...
Oh, sorry, I didn't realise. I did not realise... No, it's back, look.
I tell you what, Joe, working with amateurs, it's damn hard sometimes.
Working with amateurs, right, that's it. Say goodbye to your mic, Stu.
I do have to ask, now that I've spotted this, because I'm trying to do all these different things at the same time, and Alan has asked what time the sport is.
Well, we should probably discuss that.
He's also asked a couple of times now, am I single? No.
Yes. For the sake of the show, you are. Let's just keep them panting at home in their little booths with their webcams. And do you mind that? Doesn't make you feel dirty at all, does it? No. Cool. Okay. Well, tell me about Alan, Stu, because I missed it.
I can tell you about him. Well. So as we used to have an exclusivity contract with Alan, verbal, and And now we appear not to, because apparently the sports report appears to be an integral part now of the Ian Lee show on Virgin Radio at 10 o'clock.
Yes. The dissenter, the traitor.
And so I think what we should do is obviously is Alan now is obviously reaching this superstar status to national radio. From global radio, I hasten to add, which I'm not quite sure. I think maybe that's a step back, perhaps. But
I would say so.
And so what we need to do, mate, is obviously put a contingency plans together should Alan decide that he's just too big for us.
Okay.
And so I did have an idea that we should run some standby sports presenter auditions today.
Okay.
But we haven't written the script and we haven't posted it to the forum.
We're going to take an advert break.
You're going to write a whole script in 2 minutes.
No, but I'm going to start.
Okay.
You know, I'll start and I'll just do it while we're chatting away and stuff, and then I'll post it on the forum, on the Shrine, and then people can go and read it from there and ring in. I'm not happy with Alan for that.
No,
I think
the exclusivity has been lost now, and so I think. As we no longer have exclusivity rights to the actual production and sports report, then there should be no exclusivity to being the reporter. Mm-hmm. And we should have a rota.
Well, my brother's going to call up tonight with the UFC update because Alan was not willing to do one, so my brother's going to call up and chat about UFC at some point.
Good. Aaron, hello.
Hello there. How is everybody this evening?
I'm good. How are you,
Hey,
mate?
Aaron.
Hello, everybody.
Go away, Alan.
I've just been listening here. Sorry, do excuse me. I'm in the kitchen cooking this evening. What's this about Alan doing sports reports for Virgin?
I know.
Oh, well.
Outrageous, isn't it?
Yeah.
What a scumbag, Alan! How could you, man?
I know.
Hey, what about the old faithful? What are you doing?
It's just downright. It's almost bordering on traitorism.
It is. I'm not happy as well because he knows the sensitivity between myself and Ian Lee having just sort of found common ground.
Yeah.
Oh, we all know that. We've all witnessed that.
Yeah. So I'm a bit worried about what he's trying to do here. If he's actually trying to drive a rod between me and Ian.
Again.
Yeah.
Just selling out.
Yeah. It's selling out. Exactly what it is. Yeah. Sorry.
You know what he needs to do? If he wants to stay on Sunday evenings with you guys, then I think he's going to have to do some serious arse kissing this evening.
Well, I think he needs to go into the auditions as with everybody else this evening, I think. Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, can I audition?
You can.
You can, yes, you can, mate. I tell you what, we'll write the script. We'll have you back in a few minutes, Aaron.
What we'll do is, I tell you what, let's do auditions after 8:30.
Yeah.
Right? That gives us time to write the script and people to read it, right?
Alrighty.
And we'll get the script online at the tommyboydshrine.co.uk forum. So keep a look in there in the other presenters forum. We'll post a copy of the script that you can mutilate to your heart's content in there. Okay.
I'm writing
Sounds good.
Brilliant.
All right, we'll speak to you in a bit, Aaron.
Cheers, Aaron. Ta-da, mate.
Oh, it's a ramp, isn't it? Look.
Oh, you tart.
What? What is wrong with these?
By the way, Peter Chapman says no one person's bigger than Play Radio apart from Randy's waistline.
Nice one, Chapman.
If your satellite TV breaks down, you could be without all your favourite TV programmes and facing a big bill to pay just to get it back again. From only 12 pence a day, you can protect yourself and get the peace of mind you need from a service agreement with Satellite Direct, the UK's largest independent provider of service agreements for Sky TV systems. With our national network of highly trained engineers, we'll fix either your system or replace it quickly and at no extra cost. Call now for instant service 0871 664 1400 or log on to www.satellitedirectuk.com for details. Satellite Direct UK. Your choice, our commitment.
Mr. Bombastic.
Hi, I'm Paul Anthony with the best radio show on the internet, packed with top features. Who's in our closet? The celebrity wardrobe on the air every day. The connection, identify the link between two tracks. And not forgetting the business brainbuster. Plus, I'll keep you updated what's happening with all the news around the world. And of course, great music. 1 till 5, Monday to Friday, only here on Play Radio UK.
Do you want me to go into the...
Distinctively distasteful. This is the Tommy Boyd Show on Play Radio UK. Not for the faint-hearted.
What? I was going to have a production quick meeting through the advert break then, but then you put my mic up.
In
so
5 seconds, you wanted to have a meeting.
Well, I was going to ask you one quick question.
Okay, hang on. Yes, if you like.
Thank you. Okay, on the phone, hello?
Grab the jingle, Stu.
Oh, well...
He's 5 minutes early.
He is 5 minutes early, 7:30, Alan.
So, Alan, that wasn't being rude, Alan. You're 5 minutes early. I think your watch might be a little bit fast.
We are in the middle of something. Or about to be.
Yes.
It's going really well tonight, isn't it?
I've just been asked to smack you in the head and tell him when you did it so he can figure it out. Apparently there's a bit of a delay, so...
Thanks.
I've just done it. Oh,
That's
hang
nice.
on. I've got to type it in. I've just...
yeah, because you're going to work out the delay by that, isn't he? Excuse me. Okay, so, all right, what we're going to do tonight is we were asking about Sharia law, and Matt was going to give you his rant about that later.
Yeah, we can do that later. That's right.
So, have you ever had a brush with the law?
Yes, lots.
That's good. Because I've only had one brush with law, but it was a good one. So, I don't know why, just something that occurred into my head tonight was, have you ever had a brush with the law? If so, what was it? Have you ever been arrested for something stupid?
Yeah.
Cautioned for something stupid? Yeah. Dropping a crisp packet?
No.
Flicking a blunt at someone?
No.
Okay. Do you want to tell us what it is?
It's so stupid, right? I'll start with the impact line, yeah?
Okay.
I'll start with the heavy hitter that will make you all go...
Let's sit back, relax, and take it on in.
I pleaded guilty in court to possession with intent to supply.
Did you?
Yeah.
And was it? And were you, or did you just plead guilty because it was a bargain?
No, yeah, I just thought it'd be a bit of fun.
No, as a bargain, it could have been a plea bargain.
No. I pled guilty because I was caught red-handed. And
with how much of what?
Well, this is where you're going to laugh, right? So there's the impact line. I've been to court and pled guilty for possession with intent to supply. Okay. Now here's the funny bit.
2 quarters of dope, right?
No. The possession, holding a spliff. Intent to supply, passing it to my friend.
Yes! Another useless conviction.
Yes,
hey.
well done. Unfortunately, that was my 5th caution, hence the reason I went to court.
Right. Good. Okay.
Yeah, so there you go. You want to know the other cautions?
Go on then. Bloody hell, he's been right, old
theft from an educational institute, okay, right? It's just stupidity on my part, and their part is a bit nitpicking, right?
Yeah.
We've just played football at the local school fields, where we did every Sunday, where everybody still does to this day.
Yep.
We'd all walk to the grass bank to sit down and have a cigarette before we left. I know football smoking doesn't really go hand in hand, but who cares? Somebody noticed the mobile unit fire door was open. We went in, we grabbed a chair, we put it on the pavement, we sat round, we were just about to finish our fags, put the chairs back in, go home, and the police came round. So we got done for trespassing on an educational institute and theft from an educational institute.
Cool.
Yeah, another 2 for possession, just of cannabis, so it wasn't too bad. Yeah, that's 5, yeah.
Pretty good game.
Thanks.
Excellent.
But I'd like to say I haven't been arrested for anything in the last 10 years. 11 years. I'm 29 now, aren't I? Yeah, 11 years.
Good. I've never been arrested or cautioned, but I was called in to be a witness, or I was questioned, shall I say, about an incident one night where a friend of mine. It was a very long and involved story, but a friend of mine called some other woman's. Okay, so there was a woman in the town that we lived in. She was a bit of a jippo, and she had a daughter who was a bit of a bike. Okay, I'm trying to put this politely as possible.
You don't need to.
Right. Okay.
Musician, I've heard it before.
And so basically, a friend of mine called this girl a name that wasn't very complimentary, and her mother was one of these people. She got the Jippo lads in their van out, and
what?
So after they found out where we were all actually sort of parked up in the car and what have you, there was a bit of an altercation involving my friend, the person in his car, a small bulldog-ish type dog, and a transit van, and to which eventually they decided they wanted to press charges because they blamed my mate for starting the fight and causing the damage to their transit van, this, that, and the other, and so I all had to get questioned because I was there. That was the extent of my brushes with the law, I'm afraid.
Wonder who this is.
Never exciting.
Hello?
Yeah, just a quick thing about being arrested.
Yes, mate.
If you ever go to America, if you try to get the visa waiver form,
yes.
The green form that you have to fill in.
Yeah.
It asks you if you've been arrested.
It does, yes.
So basically, Matt has to get a visa every time he goes to America now.
He does, yes. He's supposed to.
Yeah, has he done that?
I've never been to the States.
Been to the States,
no,
have you?
actually, I should probably tell you something before the end of the show.
What's that? You're going to the States?
Well, I'm going to be disappearing for a few months.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's nice, isn't it? I've got something to tell you then. I won't be here on the Easter weekend Sunday either.
Right, okay.
Which is the...
But that's good. That'll tie in nicely with what I was going to do, the Christian speciality one, get my parents down, maybe have some prayers and some psalm.
Yeah.
You know. At Easter, that'll work well.
Kumbaya.
Yeah, we get
Get a little campfire in the corner. Joe can bring a guitar.
Oh, okay.
So he's still there, Richard?
He's gone. Thanks, Richard.
Right, so I won't be able to get to America, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. So, yeah, as Richard was saying there, yes. That'll be what it is, yes. Hello, on the Skype. Oh, blimey, Riley.
Yeah, we get a little campfire in the corner.
Yeah, okay, you need to turn your media player down. Hello?
Play the jingle, Stu.
Wait a minute.
Hang on, Alan, hang on.
What's going on now? Is that Alan on Skype or Alan on the phone?
Phone.
Right, okay, well, the person on Skype I've just hung up on because
Right,
they couldn't...
okay.
Right.
Alan!
We've got new jingles.
No, hang on. Alan, what the hell are you doing offering to do sports reports for Ian Lee?
No, Ian Lee assumed.
Ian Lee assumed.
And then,
Can we get the audio up that you...
we can't because I don't have it with me, but last week Ian did ask if Alan wanted to do it.
But my dad was moaning.
Yeah, but Alan had to go because his dad told him he had to go to bed.
Gutted.
Saved by the dad there, Matt.
Eh?
Saved by the dad there.
Saved by the dad. Yeah, well, I'm not happy, Alan.
So you still got the exclusive rights. And I'll tell you what, Ian Lee would have done possible, even if he paid me £1 million for it.
Well, there you go. You see now, but what I do think is that Alan is that as what we're going to do tonight, I do think is what we should do is have
Cover.
we should have cover. That's exactly what it is.
Cover.
And then if Alan thinks one night, you know what, I can't be fucking asked to do it tonight.
Or the sports crap that day.
Yeah, you can pass the buck to someone else. Right. In fact, we could have a sports team. How about a sports team?
Oh, yes.
As long as I can do the horse racing.
How about a sports team with Alan doing the horse racing, and then and basically we just get the other guys and we can just rotate them around every couple of weeks.
Yeah, I quite like the idea of that.
Does that sound good, Alan?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
But we're entering into an exclusivity contract here with you verbally on the air, okay?
I swear on the grave of the ex-Mr. Boyd,
Whoa.
Ian Lee will never get my sport, never in a million years.
And if Mr. Lee says, Alan, do you want to do a sports report? What is the response you give to him?
Fuck off!
No, you can't do that on Virgin, can you?
Yes, you can.
What you say to him? What you do is you say to him, Ian, I'm terribly sorry, I can't do the sport. I have a verbal contract with Play Radio. That's exactly what it is. Good man.
Excellent. Okay, so we need to figure out which jingle we're going to play.
So,
Have you got the Sky Sports
Can you add Aaron into the chat?
Jingle,
yes. Okay, so we've
play
got...
the old jingle for the last time, and then play the new one.
Well, hang on. Stu, I think you should take the lead on this one. Which jingle are we playing?
Well, thank you to Ben for doing the jingles.
Thank you, Ben.
We've got three jingles, right? What we've got is we've got two...
Sky Sports one.
Okay, well...
Hang on,
we've
wait
got-
there a minute, Alan.
We've got 4 jingles. We've got the original Sky Sports one.
Right.
Then we've got a new one, which is the Superstars theme.
Okay.
Okay, with Alan's name, and then we also have it without Alan's name.
Okay.
So that if we get a team going, we
Yep.
can introduce the person instead of having Alan's
Okay.
name. And then we've got the Fox NFL tune.
Now, is that the second one I played earlier?
Play it now. I'll find out which one it is.
Right, okay, so we've got...
Hang on, Alan. Don't start yet. We'll
Yeah,
tell you
yeah.
when to start.
We've
in a
got
second.
this one.
Sunday night, all-rounder.
This is NFL.
See, I like this one.
That's good. This one.
Sunday night, all-rounder.
What do you think, Joe?
I'm liking that one.
The second one.
You
Okay.
liking- so we're going for the second one, are we?
I think we'll go for the second one.
Traditionalist.
Do what?
I
Sorry,
think he
Alan.
was just talking to himself.
More of a traditionalist.
You're the traditionalist. You like the second one, right?
No, the Sky Sports.
Yeah, but we've got new jingles and new all sorts of bits and pieces, so you get a choice of the one of the two.
Well, Bing, play the old one for the final time, and then we'll play Superstars.
Superstars from
No.
next-
The old. I don't think we should play the old
No,
one.
because we've
No,
got...
I said for the last time.
No.
No bed, just play that jingle, and then
Well, why don't
out
you-
with the old,
Nah.
in with the new and all that.
Nah.
You don't think so?
Nah.
No, because we've got new imaging as well for the rest
Alan,
of
we don't spend all this money and time making you new jingles just to play the old ones.
All right.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually, that, Matt. That's a good point. Yeah.
Okay, Alan,
Ready?
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Go for it.
this better be good.
Play the jingle, Matt.
Sunday night, all-rounder. With Alan Caddick. On PlayRadioUK.com.
Evening, Rankers. We start with football, and before I give you today's goals from the 2 games in the Premiership, rounded up the Manchester Derby today, immaculately observed a minute silence to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the Munich air crash. There have been fears that some Manchester City fans would disrupt the signs ahead of the game against their rivals Man United, but both sets of supporters inside Old Trafford stood for the full minutes without any interruption at all. However, several loud bands appeared to come from outside the stadium. Anyway, back to the action, and in the Manchester Derby today, it was a win for Man City by 2-1, with goals from Burgess Hill and Bawami, with the Man United goal scored by Michael Carrick. And at Stamford Bridge today, it was a crack goalless draw between Chelsea and Liverpool. Anyway, on to the Six Nations now, and these are the results from this weekend's matches. France 26, Ireland 21, Wales 30, Scotland 15, and Italy 19, England 23. But does anyone give a say about it? Finally, in athletics, Gray Chambers has hit the putter on UK athletics with a dominant victory in the 60 metres at the World Indoor World and National Championship. The 29-year-old Rin guarantees him a place in the British squad for next month's World Indoor Total under the UK Athletic Selection Policy. But they've made it clear they do not want Chambers, who served a 2-year drugs ban, representing Britain. Back over tonight. It's over to Jo, the Scottish lady who I would love to have a Highland fling with. Stu Ball, who's put to the boat. And of course, the main man in charge, the Leicester boy. I can only be talking about Matt the Bastard!
Brilliant. Excellent. Good sports report, I thought.
That was actually better than...
Yeah.
At least the phone worked this week. That was good.
That was right.
Oh, that's good, mate. That's good.
Did you get permission from the bill payer?
Did the bill payer give you permission for the landline use?
Well, I pay me mum anyway.
Oh, right, okay.
So would you sound back to me best?
That was pretty much top form. That was getting better again this week. Yeah,
Yep.
we've had a bit of a lull over the last couple of weeks, but it was getting better, yeah.
Back to me best.
That's good.
Okay.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers,
Take
Alan.
care. Bye-bye.
Brilliant. Right, I need to write this script, don't I?
Yes.
But while I'm concentrating on that, are you guys going to talk amongst yourselves?
No.
or-
No, we're just going to
You're just gonna listen to me type?
Yeah.
Silence, listening to you.
Okay, so... Oh, yes! Okay, you don't get to turn that off now. That's great. Thanks, mate. All right, well, 01243 55 60 60 on the phones. God, it's not going very well tonight, is it, mate?
It's a bit of a slow start. It
Yeah.
always happens when we have a week off. We come back and it's
Just
like...
not in the flow.
Yeah. But we're not having another week off. We're not having another best bits. Please don't make me listen to another 36 hours worth of audio.
No, we won't. No. Next time, now Joe's here.
Yes.
We can quite happily go on without one of us.
Okay.
So anytime you want to resign, it's fine. Look at his face.
Alright, the job's safe, Matt. You know how to work all the buttons.
So does he, though.
So do I now.
We're not
doing text
entertaining
messages.
anybody who texts 01243 55 60 60 for the BT Landlady's voice, you will not go to air. That message will not go to air. I'm sorry, I don't care what anyone says. I have had enough of it.
Yes, there's a message on the screen there for you, by the way.
Yeah, we're there.
That's
Okay.
good. And I think Skype's probably just crashed again, has it? No, there we go. Andrew, hello.
I know the name Robert walks round, and I know Mary does, but there's this peace and calm, the spiritual activity there with... You alright?
Mary loves Dick!
Mary loves Dick.
I was talking about this in the week.
Oh, damn it.
Mary loves Dick. Mary loves Dick.
Mary loves Dick.
It actually sounds like...
Tim. Who are you?
You alright?
You alright? Just for a moment, her energy came in, and there's no ins. A nice lady, but I feel as if she's got this great love for Dick.
Dick.
Right, for Dick. Okay. Great love. Covers him up. Covers him up.
Are they related or?
That's great stuff, I like that.
Yes.
The best bit of that was Mary loves Dick. Fuck me. I could not stop laughing. And she...
Framed her out.
No, and she protects him. She protects him. She covers him up.
It's good stuff, that. I like that. Hey, Aaron, how you doing?
Hello there. Hey, when are we doing the paranormal special?
Well,
Well, when you coming in, Aaron?
Hey, I'm ready anytime, son. I've got Phil Wyman waiting in the wings. He's ready to come on. Richard Felix, I'm not sure about him. I'll tell you what, we could just call him at home anyway.
Richard the historian's great. I used to love Richard.
He's a legend. He's a really, really nice guy as well. Really down to earth. He bought me a couple of pints.
Nice.
Good on him. He seems like he seems like the type of guy who would enjoy his real beer.
He likes Samuel Smith.
Yeah, that figures he'd be into something like that, yeah. No, I used to like Richard Felix. I was always wondering where he went recently. Do you know what I mean? I gave up watching him Most Haunted recently, I don't know. So.
I had to stop.
Oh, he's floating around Derby somewhere.
Is he? Oh. I got to tell you what happened with Most Haunted is that Living started flooding the channel with repeats, and then I could never figure out what was a new episode and what was going to be a repeat, so I just looked lost and gave up.
What I used to do, I moved home, I sold my flat in Aberdeen, I moved home with my mum for a while to save up some cash, and we would get drunk every Tuesday and watch Most Haunted and basically wet ourselves laughing at the bits where they'd be like, if you can hear us, make a noise, and then something would happen and they would just totally crap themselves and run out of the room. It was
exactly.
the best programme ever. Absolutely loved it.
It was brilliant, wasn't it? If you didn't take it as seriously as some people did.
No, we did the Ouija board and everything. It was great. But on the live ones, they used to have people texting in, and one guy actually said, "I've had a cold for 3 days, and since I've started watching this programme, it's gone away." I'm like,
that's freaky.
Wow,
that's
so
freaky.
Speaking, man.
So, I mean, when do you want to do it then, Matt? He's not paying attention.
He's not, is he? He's typing a script.
Yeah, he's typing a script over there. So, okay. Well,
sorry, were you talking to me?
Yeah, I was talking to you. I asked you a question. Is when you want to do it? I tell you what, Aaron. Let's give it a shout back in about half an hour about that because.
Well, in 2 weeks' time, we've got those two of the girl band members coming into the studio.
Yeah.
Jane, I think Abby. Yeah, I've seen the photos as well.
I've seen the promotion photo. Sorry, the
audition photos. Yeah. Lovely. So they're coming in 2 weeks. I'm trying to get Keith Chegwin on the show as well.
Hey.
I've got a nice story about Cheggers.
Go for it. I won't be listening. I'll be writing a script.
Okay, Mum and Dad used to have a caravan over in Prestatyn. And we used to go there for the weekend, and to be honest, I got bored shitless of going. And we used to watch the Haven mates doing their dance routines. And it was a celebrity weekend. Keith Chegwin was there, and the Haven mates were on stage with him, and they were doing the time warp. And when it said a jump to the left, he didn't have a bloody clue. And I was stood there watching. They pulled me up on stage, and every time he said a jump to the left, I jumped to the left, and jumped right on his toe.
Had he been drinking? Did he notice?
Well, I just tell you what, I think he was just numb all over. It was back in the day when I think he liked a few.
He liked his tipple, didn't he, old Cheggers? I did tell Matt if Cheggers comes in, Matt can't drink that weekend. You can't have a 3-hour talk show where you've got to sit in front of the guy where you're downing lager to a recovering alcoholic, can you? I mean, it's not really very nice.
Do you think Matt would get through the show without a couple?
I don't think he would. I think what he'd probably have to do is have a couple before Keith gets here, and then he's already, nicely warmed up as it is,
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
That's cool. Excellent. Aaron, thanks, mate. What we're going to do, Matt's writing the script, so give us 20 minutes, and we'll start hosting the auditions. That sounds good to me, doesn't it?
Hey, no worries.
Cheers, mate. Take care.
Bye.
Ta-da.
Ta-da. Who's on the telephone? Hello?
I'd like to make a complaint, please. Don't care.
Right.
Well, I'm staying in a hotel. I don't care. It's not my shift. Well, you're an ambassador for the hotel. I don't care. I think you'll care when I tell you what the complaint is. I think there's been a wipe up there.
What?
Yeah, that was working well.
Yeah, brilliant.
Good.
What was that?
I don't know. So, anyway, carrying on the subject, ever been in trouble with the law, Jo?
No, I've not. I'm a good girl.
Oh, yeah?
I have helped lots of other people who have been in trouble with the law. I've had to bail somebody out, or rather, I was named as next of kin, so I had to go and get my friend out, who had stolen 2 tins of cat food.
Cool.
Which was just so hard. It was really...
Yeah, I can imagine, yeah.
And a bit embarrassing, because I was out with my dad at the time.
Nice.
Do you mind if we go and pick up my mate?
Yeah, that's
just been arrested.
Nice people you're hanging around with there, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? On the phone, hello? It's Red Dwarf, isn't it? Okay, so over-deviating you can hardly hear it, but it is Red Dwarf. Thank you very much indeed. 01243 55 60 60 is the usual phone number, or you can call us 0208 123 1088. But you'll have to bear with us on that one because it may or may not work, and the fact that Matt's using the computer so we can't answer the phone on there at the moment is fine.
Shall I just read what I've written so far?
Go on then. Well, why don't you get Jo to read it? Because it'll sound better.
Jo to read what?
The bit... Oh, because she hasn't got access to the screen, actually.
Yes,
so
exactly.
You read
well,
it.
I just want to tell you, should I leave it here? Do I... Yeah, I'll just read it.
Sorry, I've just brought up an email over the front of it.
Oh, right. Matt could put his beer into a Coke can. Old trick. Why can't I read today? But still a goodie.
Yep, there you go. Right, go on.
Nice suggestion. Hang
on. Play the other...
We could play the Keith Chegwin Temptation Game.
No, we couldn't play the Keith. That's really nasty.
Keith, here's a beer.
Play the one without the voice, without the name.
Is there one without the
name? Yeah,
name?
I told you, there's two with the name.
Sunday night, Sport Rounder.
With Matt Hollick.
Play Radio UK.
See? That works, doesn't it? There you go then. Read your script. Go on. Hit it.
What now?
Well, go on then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Manchester City managed
when it's finished.
Okay.
Sunday night, Sport Rounder.
Your mics are down, okay? Go on. Go on.
Oh, you I missed it. Play Radio UK.
Manchester City managed to do the double on an under-par United side today in the wake of the Munich air disaster's 50th anniversary. Goals from Darius Vassell and Benjani sent the Blues in at half-time with a 2-0 lead at a subdued Old Trafford, stunting United's title challenge and leaving them 2 points behind Arsenal, who play Blackburn on Monday. Elsewhere, it was a ball draw at Stamford Bridge between Chelsea and Liverpool. Frank Lampard returned to the starting lineup after missing the last 10 games with injury, but was unable to inspire any real attacking prowess. That's as far I've got. Should we just leave it at that?
Yeah, you can turn our mics up. We might be able to be heard.
Oh, yeah, mics, yeah. Okay, so I'll post that, shall I?
Yeah, that'll be the intent, and people can just put their own unique style around it.
Yeah, do with it what you will, but there's something up there for you to read if you'd like to audition. So let's come back with some contact details after this.
PlayRadioUK.com. Just great music. Play Radio UK is the world's fastest growing internet radio network, and now we want to share our success with you. We will help you get more customers, more profit, and a bigger profile. Just ask Play Radio UK to build you a radio station of your very own for a remarkably small cost. And your shop, store or website will instantly have its own music, messages and adverts. Plus, you can make money by advertising for others. For a 140% increase in customer activity, call the Play Radio team today on 01243 556 355 or email us on team@playinstore.co.uk.
You can now listen to your favourite Play Radio station wherever you are using your mobile phone. Play Radio UK, Play Rock UK, Play Classical UK and Play Top 40 UK are all streaming to your mobile right now. To listen, navigate your 3G phone to playradiouk.com/mobile.
This is playradiouk.com. Just great music. Beware, the content of this show may offend. Letting it all hang out. The Tommy Boyd Show on Play Radio UK.
Okay, so contact details. studio@playradiouk.com on the email. Got a couple coming in that Joe will read out shortly. It's 01243 55 60 60 on the normal phone, or 0208 123 1088 if you want to give us a call on our new phone system. That may or may not be working. It works all right for me, but it appears not to work for some people or others. So
right,
but that is only because we've only just set it up tonight. So
yeah. Okay, so on the Tommy Boyd Shrine forum is a bit of a script which people can add to and take away, do with what they like, but there's something there for people to read. So how do they get there?
Forums, or TommyBoydShrine.co.uk. Okay, and then click on the Our Message Board link, and then it's under Other Presenters, and you'll see our little link under there for our show. And
for tonight's show, dated tonight's show. So that's
right.
That's TommyBoydShrine.co.uk.
Yeah.
Cool. He's got, that comes up with his face, doesn't it? And
It does. Oh, I've never heard the music.
Have you not?
No. Never heard a sound. Play.radio.uk on the Skype. There's a Skype chat going on the wireless.net if you want to get in the chat room there. We're also in there as well. You can chat Joe up in there if you like.
Yes. How are you finding it, Jo?
Oh, it's all right. Just a little bit distracting here and there.
It's difficult sometimes to concentrate on what's going on here, what he's doing, what I'm doing, what's going on this computer here. It's all very confusing. It'll be fine. You'll get used to it.
It's all right.
I'm not used to it.
You'll get used to Matt as well. I know.
What is it with us tonight? What's come between us?
Nothing, mate.
In the last 2 weeks,
Nothing,
Stu,
mate.
that's making us. It's just that I feel there's a little air of tension tonight.
Nothing at all, mate.
No,
not here.
All right, fine.
No.
Twat.
No. Yeah. Anyway, that's it. That's the contact. 01243 55 60 60 or 0208 123 1088, and internationally that's +44 208 123 1088.
Okay.
We're also asking, have you ever had a brush with the law?
Yes.
Ever been in trouble with the cops? Anything
Yes.
like that?
I've answered
I
already.
also I'd like to ask something as well.
Yeah.
Does anybody out there watch The One and Only on a Saturday night?
Nope.
And also, why are you doing this? Please stop. They don't do it anymore. It really...
What is it? I remember, I've heard about it. What is it?
It is a reality show
Which means it's shit then from the beginning, isn't it?
immediately with Graham Norton. I think he's getting paid lots of money. It's fine, but there's tribute singers who are battling it out for a gig in Las Vegas.
Right.
What I really don't understand is I thought by the end of X Factor we'd be done by now. We're really done with
you'd hope so, wouldn't you?
Mediocre, sometimes okay singers trying to get famous. It's not good thing. And then they have to now they've got people who are pretending to be other people, not very well, because I listened, they're all right, but, not brilliantly. And this is getting airtime that, frankly, I should be on telly.
On the
doing
BBC.
Some kind of geology programme, or, just being fabulous or whatever.
Tell you what.
This on, no.
Not as bad as the one that Vernon Kay did, like last year or something, where they got old acts who used to be famous to come back, sing that old song, and people would vote for them to get a new record deal.
I remember that. What was the one? Because MTV did something about like that as well, where they got the bands back together, wasn't it? Bands Reunited,
That's
I think
right,
it was on MTV, where they got like Level 42 and all the rest of it back together.
Oh, no,
and
they
stuff.
did have Hue and Cry. I quite like them.
Who'd win in a fight? Tears for Fears or Hue and Cry?
Tears for
Hue
Fears.
and Cry, come on.
Tears for Fears.
Hue and Cry was Scottish. They're Scottish,
They're
man.
Scottish, and they sing jazz. You have to be hard to
be
get away
Scottish,
with that in a bar in Scotland.
Yeah, that much is true. Yeah, you're
Talking
right,
of worst TV reality shows ever, there's one out now which eclipses the whole lot. It's on Channel 4. It's called Vanity Layer.
Never heard of it.
No?
No,
I'll
me
tell
either.
you what it is, right? This is how they sell it to you. 10 self-confessed beautiful people.
Right.
You can imagine already a self-confessed beautiful person. They put them in a house. They put 3 people in the house at the beginning of every week. The 10 have to decide which one's the most beautiful on looks alone. Then they choose that person. That person comes in and decides which one of the 10 in there already is the least attractive and throws them out.
Nice.
And not one of them, I can say, is particularly attractive at all. Hello, you're on the phone.
You know the Vernon Kay programme, Matt?
I do.
It was called Hit Me One More Time.
There you go. Hit me, baby, one more time. Yeah, that's very good. Thank you, Alan.
Spears single.
Thank you, Alan. That's very good.
I wonder what happened to her. She's losing it.
Brittany.
Yeah.
I've got her down for dying June 16th at 10:32 in the morning.
What about Amy Winehouse?
You actually put a bet on that?
Same.
Yeah.
Probably same place.
With the bookies?
No, there's a website where you can. It's what time will Britney die or something like that, and you can enter a time and a date. And if you win, you win a PlayStation 3. So.
You know Amy Winehouse? She's banned from going into America.
No, she's not.
She's still performing at the Grammys.
Well, that's because she's not banned to go to America now.
Only because they're using a satellite.
Yeah, but she has actually got a visa to go to the US if she wants to.
No, but under the conditions of her bail, she's not allowed.
The condition...
Well, that's because she's a bit of a twat at the moment, isn't she?
Yeah. She's a bit screwed at the moment, isn't
She
she?
maybe sorted herself out, because she's a fantastic singer, but...
drugs do to you.
Yeah,
yes,
exactly. Brilliant, thanks.
Also, talking about the thirdly, the police, I've actually been in...
Okay.
Oh, he was about to tell us what he's been done, where he's been in trouble for the cops with.
I'm not sure I want to know.
I was a bit wary of actually hearing it.
Oh no, go on, Alan, call us back. Tell us what you've been in trouble with the cops with. Sorry, I was interested to hear that. I like to hear all the little things about Alan.
I like to cut him off. I think he's funny. Hello.
Alan?
On the phone.
Alan?
It's a quiet caller. Hello. Can you hear me?
This is when the human zoo is really at its best.
Yeah, it goes well, doesn't it? Yes. Yeah. We've also got coming up tonight, by the way, an article or a conversation with Pete Chapman, who's one of the guys hangs around in the chat rooms and what have you, about a bit of controversy that's in the national press this week about Burgess Hill High School.
Yeah, that's in about 6 minutes' time. We're going to do
so we'll do that just after 8. Yep.
Hello, caller.
Hello.
Is it Joe?
You know what it is, don't you? I think I figured you out. It's Alan, surely. Now slightly offended, just ringing up and leaving dead air.
No, because you can hear Alan when Alan calls because his phone goes when you pick up the phone.
Right, yeah, you're quite right.
you know him very well.
I always know Alan. I always know when Alan's calling. That's why I always know. It's easy. Hello?
I got cut off before I could tell you about the police.
Yeah,
I know,
sorry,
mate.
It's a terrible line, mate. I don't know what happened. It must have been your end.
No, it was Matt cutting me off.
Come on, tell us about the police, Alan.
You know the police do these stop searches?
Yes.
They did a stop search on me while I was crossing over a road.
Right.
I mean, how stupid is that?
Yeah, that is. Yeah. So you got stopped and searched while you were crossing the road.
Just for crossing over a road.
And was it like in the wrong part of town or something? I mean, were you in the gay? Were you in the gay district?
No.
No. Not in the red light district.
No.
Was it a motorway?
Did they think you were cruising?
No, I don't drive.
No, I know, but cruising for hookers.
No, this is in broad daylight.
Line of the night. Did they think you were cruising? No, I don't drive.
That's pretty. You see, Alan, I told Alan this the other day, and he took it as an insult. Alan is a very, very funny guy. He just needs to make sure he uses that humour to good effect in small doses. It's brilliant.
No, but what they did was completely stupid, Stu.
Yes.
I mean, how can you do a stop check on someone for crossing over a road?
Well, maybe you crossed the road and you looked funny.
No.
I mean, maybe you looked at the wrong person the wrong way or something like that.
No, it was all on my own.
Well, that might explain it.
Anyway, have Matt ever been done for a stop check?
No, Matt's been done for far worse than stop checks.
Yeah. What about you, Joe?
No, I'm too gay, I'm afraid, so I haven't been in trouble with him at all.
You must have been stopped by the old Bill sometime.
Who, me?
No.
Hang on, Alan, have you been listening to the show?
Yeah, talking about cops and all that.
Yeah, so surely you have the answers to these questions already.
Well,
I must admit, I have been stop checked once.
Have you?
Yeah, I got stop checked for I don't know why. I was just driving along, not cruising, but driving, and they pulled me over and said they were going to do a drugs swoop. So I went, okay. So they basically pulled all the seats out of my car, pulled up the carpets, tried to find anything that I had in the car, and when they were finished, they went, okay, you're clean, thanks very much, and left me to put my car back together, and they drove off.
That is
reminds me of old communist Europe.
Well, it's nice.
That is against the law.
What?
They have to have reason to stop you.
Well, they obviously assumed that I was some kind of major drug dealer.
Were you in your Scooby?
Was that in the car?
No, I was in my very first Volkswagen at the time, but yeah.
Reminds me of a scene I saw in the James Bond film.
You know? So, it's a bit much, isn't it? So.
Yeah, okay, I don't
that was on the telly the other night, wasn't it?
Well,
so
James Bond don't do James Bond.
No, I don't do James Bond either.
No.
Did you,
Thanks, Alan! Thanks,
Alan. Cheers, mate. Take care.
No, I played James Bond. James Bond's been around a bit too much for me, I think.
Yeah, okay, here we go again. Now the phone. Hello?
Hey, the jingle!
Oh, do the jingle. Okay, hang on, we need your name first.
Oh, it's Randy.
Randy!
Hello, mate. Are you ready?
I was born ready.
It's got to shout. It's got to shout. Play the fucking jingle.
Yeah, and you're going to say his name in the
I'll
right
do
spot.
that, yeah.
Okay, go on then, Randy.
Play the fucking jingle!
Sunday night, 4-pounder.
With Randy Lawford.
PlayRadioUK.com.
Manchester City managed to do the double on an under-par United side today in the wake of the Munich air disaster's 50th anniversary. But who gives a toss about that? The real action this weekend took place at Wadham Road, where the gay boys from Brighton were in town. Brighton took the lead when a boy who looked about 12 slipped between Shane Higgs's leg in true homosexual fashion to net the goal. But it wasn't to be, as an inspired substitution from Keith Downing in the 90th minute saw Alex Russell stealing round the back and violate Kuipers' goal. Just when you thought the action was over, Cheltenham added a 94th minute winner when Stephen Gillespie took the ball and proceeded to take on 2 defenders before slipping it into the back of Kuipers' net. A great result for the Robins that sees them on course to stay up. In other Gloucestershire sporting news, Gloucester Rugby lost for the first time in 22 games at home. But who gives a toss about that? Because we're going to win the league anyway, and it was only against those cunts from Leicester.
Well, if that has set the bar.
Right, okay. Yeah, round of applause. Randy, I just want to go through a couple of things with you.
Okay.
He wants to slip round the back of your net.
First of all, I thought that was very good, very entertaining, very funny. Secondly, we're not all cunts from Leicester.
I was just merely getting out my anger over the fact that Gloucester were a bit inept this weekend.
Are you quite a big Gloucester fan?
I'm a big sporting fan in any sport in our fine county, but I was at the Cheltenham game this weekend as opposed to the rugby.
Right, okay. Rugby's a stupid game.
Oh, it's not that bad.
It's stupid. It's stupid.
If you say so.
Grown men picking each other up and throwing them to the ground for the sake of getting across the line with an oval-shaped ball, and then going and having a shower and having sword fights in the shower and drinking each other's piss. It's a stupid game.
Oh, I love it.
If you're into that sort of thing, though, it can be quite good.
Yeah, I suppose. Are you into drinking piss?
Well, it depends who it is, really. If you offered me someone like, if you offered me David Blunkett's piss, I'd probably say yes.
Right, okay. And Jo probably thought I was skirting over this, but apparently she likes to drink piss as well.
No, I like sword fights and showers.
Right, okay.
No, I actually like rugby, I do. Rugby union, I like it.
Yeah?
I like to see people throwing other people around.
Right.
A lot of blood, oval ball.
Okay. I mean, you take a look at my physique, you can see I would have been the perfect rugby player.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'd have been good. You'd have been a good American footballer, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, I've got to say, I lost big money on the Super Bowl last week.
Yes, the underdogs won, didn't they?
Yeah. Bastards.
Always back the underdogs.
Yeah.
Always. But Randy, that was great. Cheers for that, mate.
Well, I'll probably call up later when my voice recovers.
Thanks, mate. Take care.
01243 55 60 60. It's an old number now. Now we're on 0208 123 1088. You can use either or. We don't mind. Skype, play.radio.uk, email studio@playradiouk.com, and watch it all happen with sound at stuartmatt.servebeer.com.
The Human Zoo is now open. Call 01243 55 60 60. Skype us at play.radio.uk or email studio@playradiouk.com.
The Business Brainbuster is now here on Play Radio UK. Staff from offices around the country will be going head-to-head with each other, hoping to be crowned Business Brainbuster of the Week as they pit their wits in the internet's best general knowledge quiz. Register your business to take part. Email studio@playradiouk.com now. Then join Paul Anthony weekdays from 1 o'clock UK time to hear it all live on air. The Business Brainbuster with Paul Anthony, only on playradiouk.com.
Audio stream loading. Playing the greatest hits of the 80s, 70s, and today. The planet Earth. Live from the south coast of England. This is Play Radio UK. Warning, the show you're about to listen to may contain strong language and the content might offend. Jovial juxtaposition, the Tommy Boyd Show on Play Radio UK.
Right, first of all, I'm telling
you... to have a fuck with Matt in the car park.
Right. Okay, there we go. Good. All right, well, so, anyway, so there was this big controversy this week about the Burgess Hill Girls' School video posted on YouTube, and obviously I had to get hold of a copy of the video for research purposes, obviously.
Can I just say, when you first mentioned that a load of schoolgirls have posted internet videos, I was thinking something completely different.
I knew what you were thinking, yeah, and so was I. That's why I had to see the video to research it.
Right, I see.
But on the phone is Chappers.
Good evening.
Hello, mate, how are you?
Furious.
Oh, yeah,
describe how I am.
Now, do you want to just sort of like tell people exactly what you do and where this story came from originally and what the situation is at the moment?
Before you do that, we know Chappers, yeah, but yeah. I think it'd be polite if he introduced himself to Jo.
Well, he could do that, I suppose.
Hello, chappers.
Hello, you're too old for me, sorry.
There we go, brilliant, okay.
Well, I'm not going to do an Alan, am I, and try and chat up a lady
Because
I have no chance with.
Because, of course, the other thing...
wouldn't,
because the other thing about Chappers is obviously that he's browsing YouTube for schoolgirl videos, which is great, I think, personally.
Oh, that's technically incorrect.
Right.
Slant on my personality.
Go on then, Chappers, tell us why we got to this point with you.
Right, okay. I have a website about my hometown of Burgess Hill in West Sussex. It's called burgesshiluncovered.co.uk, if anyone wants to visit it. A bit of free advertising there. So, I was putting together a new section with videos related to Burgess Hill on the website, and so I've been keeping a close eye on YouTube in recent weeks. And on the Sunday just gone, I typed in Burgess Hill as a keyword, and up came a video with some schoolgirls speaking about vaginas and slagging off their teachers. So I thought, as well as putting this on the video section, I'll make a news report out of it. So I put it on the website and allowed people to view it.
Excellent.
Stuart has got the audio, I believe.
You say you did a news report about it. Would you like me to play you a news jingle and have you read the report in a Trevor what's-it-styley?
I don't know if it's really appropriate because the way I wrote the report, people had to view the video themselves to...
Right. So I have the audio. Which one? Am I playing the Burgess
one? Number one that said the video audio or something like that.
Okay, all right. Have you got the computer faded up?
The computer is faded up, my friend.
I like your bandita. Should I say all the names in Spanish? Shall I go through a list? Go on then. That's mine. So this just reminds you when you're away. Fanny. Vagina. Hairy badge. Madge. Mangina. There's actually... And when I went to see this play, it's coochie snatcher. That's another one. Coochie snatcher. Oh, piss flaps. That's another one. Fanny flaps. Fanny flaps. Mother liquor. Should we put this on Bebo? Yes, please. I don't know. Mrs. Bradley is another name for my family. I'll probably get kicked off Bebo, but oh well. Oh well. There was all the teachers search. My sister went so much she sent a Nick Mrs. Bradley over Facebook. So yeah, she got called from Miss Orway and Miss Orway goes, thanks teacher. And it was really funny. She was telling me about it last night.
So anyway, that's how that goes.
Can I make the obvious joke? Sound like a right bunch of cunts.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Thank you. I had to make the obvious joke.
So that's the original audio, right, Pete?
Yes. So basically, to describe the video, Burgess Hill Uncovered I wrote, the video, titled Life in the Classroom, features pupils reading off various slang words for the female genitalia. Now, is that a fair description of the video?
I think so. I think that fairly well described what they were talking about, yeah.
Do I state that they say swear words?
No.
Right.
Did they say swear words?
No. Well, not unless... It depends on whether or not you consider the word piss swearing.
Yeah, because apparently the BBC class piss amongst the top 20, kind of words you shouldn't say.
But you're allowed to say bloody and arse on the BBC.
You're allowed to say pissed off as well. If you listen, I think if you can say a word on American radio where they fine people £250,000 for swearing, if you can say piss on American radio, you should be able to say it on British TV or radio or in the media. Hey, they say shit on the front page of the Evening Standard the other night, so you should be able to say piss any time of the day.
Right. Okay. So the reason I made a big deal out of the video is because Burgess Hill School for Girls is a private school in Burgess Hill, and people can pay up to £20,000 to place their child into the school so that they have a good education and turn into toffee-nosed little girls or little women.
Yeah.
Which is a bit stereotyping rich people, but I'm sure I'm not the only person with that kind of opinion.
I'm sure not.
I know lots of rich people and their daughters are all like that.
Yeah.
Great. So I've written the story, and it got linked to a message board, of which a member of the Argus newspaper in Sussex is a member. He clicked through to Burgess Hill Uncovered, read the story, and wrote it in the newspaper.
Okay.
Eventually, Burgess Hill School for Girls found out about the video because I believe the reporter called them for some quotes. So the head managed to get herself onto Bright 106.4 FM in Burgess Hill.
Right.
To release a statement and to say some other things I don't know if Stuart wishes to play the audio.
Do you want this one? I might fade it out.
Hang on. Can we I just want to catch up here. So you were just doing some stuff, some investigative stuff, posting videos about the place where you live on a website about the place where you live. You came across this video of in the classroom from Burgess Hill Private Girls School where they're talking about various slang names for a woman's vagina, and then you've written about that, or done something on the website about that. That's then got put onto a message board where a member of the local paper is a member.
Yeah.
Is that right? Now he's picked up the story and written about it in the press?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Okay, and then what's happened is that the headmistress of the school has gone on to the local FM station in Burgess Hill, to make a statement about the video and to also make some other statements about the situation.
Now, we have to point out that at this point, when her statement went out, the video had been taken down from YouTube. So anyone now that found out about the video would never know the true contents of it.
Okay, so now this is 3 minutes 28. This news report. So can I, or this statement, can I fade it at any point? Do I have to play all 3 minutes of it, or is it? Does she get to it fairly quick?
I mean, it's about halfway through she starts kind of moaning about the website, basically.
Okay, so
Students at Burgess Hill School for Girls are in trouble.
Across the heart of Sussex.
106.4
and 106.8.
This is
Yeah. At 6:30, I'm Stuart Duggan. Students at a private boarding school in Burgess Hill are under investigation. It's after a video was posted on YouTube claiming to be made at Burgess Hill School for Girls. In the video, a number of girls use slang to describe their private parts, but don't use explicit words like various media are portraying. The head teacher says they are investigating the matter. Bright's Philip Keeler spoke to headmistress Anne Orphane earlier. She's got a statement from the school.
Burgess Hill School for Girls is aware that video footage of a small group of girls wearing school uniform engaged in immature bravado was posted onto YouTube at the weekend.
You can tell she's a kid.
The content does not reflect well on the girls, and the school is taking the matter seriously. The school is also concerned that a local website has sensationalised the incident and exaggerated both the content of the video clip and its significance in portraying life at the school. The school achieves some of the best academic results in Sussex and has a proud tradition of success in sport, music, drama, art, textiles, and is regularly applauded for its community involvement. And the actions of these few naive and immature pupils should not be allowed to detract from the credit due to the pupils and staff at the school for the exceptional standards achieved and the excellent reputation they have deservedly established. The girls are regularly complimented on their character and behaviour when entertaining local senior citizens and when on school trips and visits. Other pupils at the school are as shocked and disappointed as we are at the conduct of the girls and the way the story has developed.
That's basically it, isn't it?
And how has this affected the school?
They're very quiet this morning. It's come as a surprise to most of our girls.
Are we done through most of it?
Almost there.
Despite warnings about how easily things become exaggerated over the internet, this has surprised them and they're very disappointed in their peer group.
It's got to be said, you're not the only school to have this happen on YouTube. You mentioned a local website sensationalising the story a bit. So what parts of that do you believe untrue?
Well, if you read the website, I think you will agree with me that there seems to be an angle against private education.
Right, that's enough.
And they
okay, right, okay.
Why was that enough?
Well, because she's basically slagged off Pete's website enough there, all right? Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, so I read the article, and I personally can't see the anti-private school angle at all in the original email, the original web page, rather.
Well, there is like maybe a slight abuse against it, but the point is, she says that the website kind of exaggerates the contents of the video, and and saying what the video's about. But all I've put is the video titled "Life in the Classroom" features pupils reading off the various slang words for female genitalia.
That's right, yep.
And later in the interview, the head goes on to say, there isn't any bad language in the video, there's no swearing, it is just immature bravado. But she says there's no bad language. And she was saying that knowing the video wasn't online, so therefore anyone listening to the radio report will think it's just the press and my website, just doing like a hatchet job on her school.
Hyping it up, yeah.
Okay, right. I've just had a quick look at the article, chappers.
Yeah.
Right. First of all, why not have a go at private schools? Everybody has a go at everybody in this day and age. Nobody is exempt from mistakes and misfortune, so she shouldn't be getting on the case because rich people will always send their kids to private schools. She has no need to worry about lack of funding. Personally, I disagree with you, chappers, on what you've written on your website. I hope you don't mind me being so bold. Now,
You're entitled to your opinion.
Now, if this really is what life in a classroom is all about, then those parents paying a high premium to have their daughters educated at a private school should withdraw their children immediately and request a refund. You'd expect this sort of language to come from the mouths of state school pupils, not private school. First of all, I take offence. I went to a state school. I think I'm perfectly well educated. Secondly, state school girls talk about that thing. Private school girls are going to talk about that thing. Girls of that age will talk about that thing.
I think that's very tongue-in-cheek, that paragraph. I think it's...
The whole website is tongue-in-cheek.
Absolutely. I mean, I take that as you kind of like... You're taking a little dig, but you're not saying, for fuck's sake...
Okay, no.
They're terrible things.
But the problem that seems to have arisen here is that you've just done some research about where you live, posted it on a website, somebody's misinterpreted what it said, gone onto local radio, there's been a whole hoo-ha, she slagged off your website, okay? I know you, I know your satirical... Well, I don't know you, but I think I know you well enough for this show to sort of understand your satirical viewpoint on life. I read that and was personally offended, and I don't have anything to do with Burgess Hill.
Well, I wasn't offended.
I wasn't offended to the point where, oh my God, that's terrible, I might go away and have a little cry. But I went to a state school, and I don't think whether you go to a private school or a state school, the conversation in the classroom when the teachers aren't there is going to change. It's always going to be kids talking about their private parts, who did you snog earlier. Kids are kids, no matter how rich their parents are.
The problem is you're doing exactly the same as what the head teacher has done and taking the whole matter far too seriously and not taking one step back very slightly.
Yeah, okay,
saying,
so
you know
now...
what,
So
you
now
know what, this isn't actually very serious, so the actual comments on the website are purely tongue-in-cheek,
I'm making a point here, right? So now I can step back and say, very good, very funny, I like it, you've caused a stir in that, but do you not see my point of view? If she's the head teacher of a school... and she's going to be quite offended by it, quite defensive about it, right?
Absolutely.
I'm not.
No.
I'm not, but I can still see why she is.
Yeah, I mean, I think you've just got to take the very last line, which is just imagine if a media outlet to pick up this story. I mean, unfortunately, in the written word, it's very hard to put this line is sarcasm on the end of the line to make sure that people actually understand the way it's written.
No, sure, I understand that, and to be honest, I'd only read that small paragraph, I hadn't read the end bit. I mean, what do you think, Joe?
You spelt genitalia wrong. Sorry, I've got a slight... I'm a bit of a geek. I actually went to a private school for some time before I was invited to leave, and I'm saying no more about that. I went to private school...
Were you talking about vaginas? Is that what the problem was?
I wasn't actually talking...
Let's get to that in a bit.
Yeah, and to be honest, we were quite a posh school. We were not always made aware of certain words and such like. So when we found out these words, we took great delight in obviously saying them as often as possible.
Sure.
The thing is, you know, as he's already pointed out, I'm quite old, and therefore Bebo, YouTube, Facebook, MySpace, none of these things were available, and we didn't have phones to put onto camera. We had everything with a can and a bit of string, really.
Sure.
So if we had been filmed saying these things, it would have been the same there, and it would have been the same in the state school that was exactly one building away from us, would have been saying the same stuff. So, I don't really see the problem at all.
At that age, girls talk about stuff like that. Boys do, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the age.
Well, you're discovering things. You know, people are using mirrors and God knows what to find out what's going on down there.
Just that morning, the girl who started the whole conversation was on the toilet, looked down and went,
oh
piss flaps!
God!
Oh my God!
I can understand why you've been a bit upset at her taking a dig at you, but at the same, this is going to happen. It's radio, it's media, it's, you know, this stuff happens. Everyone misunderstands each other. You just have to live with it and keep on with your website because it looks quite good.
It is great, chappers.
But the point is, though, the radio went out of their way to help the school protect themselves, and the rest of the interview is just singing the school's praises.
Yeah, I suppose
it's very one-sided.
As you did say to me, well, you did say to me yesterday when we were discussing this that Bright. As a radio station, don't they have something to do with the school or the school?
Well, this is what I was going to say.
They may pay to advertise on them.
Having come from a commercial radio background, I can probably tell you that there's probably some funding exchange that goes on between a very rich school with very rich students and a local radio station that has to provide everybody within the area with the ultimate premium service so that they can make their money and stay afloat.
And being that smaller station as well, they can't afford to go upsetting potential ad revenue.
Exactly, because let's face it, most of the people that send their kids there are probably the local business owners anyway.
Exactly, yeah.
But what really cheesed me off is that how the woman got to say there was no bad language and say that the website and the media exaggerated it, when clearly there is kind of bad language used. Because any bad language can be classed as bad language if it's found offensive.
I do agree with the fact, actually, that it was probably an unbalanced report, because it wasn't like they actually let you on there to defend yourself at the same time. It was basically the website slagging us off, blah blah blah, yeah, ha ha ha, etc. etc. But there was no fair and balance in there, because you weren't allowed to put your point of view across. So.
Chappers, how much do you know about music, about media journalism and law?
I know bits and pieces because I've had a few threats before from companies with what I've written.
Okay, what you need to do is ring Bright and tell them they've actually broken the code, mate, because it's supposed to be a fair and balanced argument from both sides. If they're going to publish a story, then they're actually legally required to cover both sides of it. So you need to give them a ring.
Yeah, because I'm thinking that, how can their listeners trust their news output in the future if they're not, showing both sides and presenting the news fairly?
Yeah.
Fair point.
No, exactly. They're actually breaking the law.
They're breaking their licence regulations.
If I mention that, they'd have to let me on the radio.
They're breaking their licence.
Our statement that we've prepared.
They're breaking their licence regulations. They are being very naughty and not giving you the right to reply. They have to. That's the whole point about news in this country, is that if you make something up about somebody, no matter how harsh it is, you have to allow them to reply to it.
Yep, exactly, yep.
See, I was very careful in what was written, because unlike the other media, because the Sun also picked up on it on the Friday and put it in their paper.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike the other media, we had the video for people to see, so we didn't need to exaggerate the contents, because the people to the website could see exactly what was in the video, could hear the language used and make their own decisions.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, the school don't like it, because in our local papers and on the radio, they're always painted, oh, another sports trophy one, another great theatre performance or something. There's this idyllic picture that they put across to the community, and all the girls are so well-mannered. And yeah, the girls were just being girls, but the point is, Burgess Hill School girls put across, everyone's angels in their school, and that's not the case.
Now that I can totally agree with, the whole for the greater good, not in my backyard sort of thing.
Yeah.
I think the sort of idea of private school girls being very posh and well behaved
and twee.
I mean, it just went out the window when I was sort of 17 or so, and there's a girls' school near where I used to live in my parents' house that. So my friends tell me, because I was never privileged to get the end result of what the situation was, which was it was a boarding school, and if you kind of sneaked up this little sort of pathway down the side of the school and chucked little stones up, the girls would open the window. There was like 8 to 18 or something like that, and the older girls would open the windows and let you in if you had beer and food with you and fags. It was great.
Guaranteed lay.
Exactly. That was pretty much it.
I've just noticed that G-Man Jr. has put Chatters is recording his own bloody best of. I suppose this has turned into a Hugo-esque rant lasting 15 minutes. I think my time is up.
Well, thanks for that. It was very...
thank you for the time.
No, I'm glad you get your side of view. As Matt says, give Bright a call and tell them that you need to want to make a response.
Yeah, they are in the wrong. And in fact, if you can... get hold of somebody you can speak to in depth about it, or whatever. If they can find in that whole piece the tiniest hint of libel, you mentioned that word on the phone and they will shit themselves. It will be so funny.
Yeah, go for it.
It'll be.
So what do you mean by libel?
Well, because
in their interview.
Well, because they've not given you the chance to respond, and basically they're saying that you've exaggerated. Now, to be honest, that's kind of questioning your credibility to the extent that if you wanted to, you could phone them up and say, listen, you've kind of not so much libeled but slandered me by not giving me the chance to reply and saying that I've sensationalised this when I quite clearly haven't.
Yeah.
And that if you don't give me the right to reply, I will take legal action for slander against you. And
you also say to them, I'd like to know where you got your facts from. It sounds like you just went on the word of the teacher, because if you'd have checked the website, you'd have seen it was completely different. You've just got to go at them, mate.
I was going to mention that bit, because if they had read the website, the thing is, though, their news team does know about the website. I've had contact with them before about other, stuff going on in town. So for them to suddenly do this report and not even have the courtesy to find out information from it before they put it out.
I want you to ring up. I want you to play absolute havoc with them, and then call us back next week. Let us know how it went, and we'll get them on the phone, or we'll get the head teacher on the phone. I don't care. If you can get in touch with them, if they want their right to reply with us, you know, if the head teacher suddenly gets wind that we've been talking about it here and saying that perhaps she was in the wrong, then she'd be welcome to call us, because we would love to speak to her, because I want to know what she's shitting herself so much about, because they're just little girls.
Well, I think she's crapping herself because it's £20,000 per pupil per year.
Yeah.
It's all about money.
But yeah, ring us next week with an update, mate.
Well, hopefully I'll try and record... Actually, is it illegal to phone someone and record it without them knowing?
No, yes, it is.
It is. You have to tell them straight away. You have to say, I have to inform you that I'll be recording this phone call. Do you have a problem with that? If they have a problem with it, you have to stop. Yeah. Right, well, listen, chappers, we need to have an ad break, etc., etc. That was great, though. Thank you very much.
Hey.
PlayRadioUK.com. Just great music. The greatest hits of your life. Play Radio UK. Play Radio UK. Play Radio UK. You know what it feels like. Loving someone that's in a rush to throw you away. PlayRadioUK.com. Cantankerous Codgers. This is the Tommy Boyd Show on Play Radio UK. Not for the faint-hearted.
Is that Burgess Hill? Or is
I don't know. I don't know.
RE teacher.
I don't know. Would you want to read it out? Anne sent us an email that Joe's going to read out for us.
I'd like to find out who the guy is first before I read this.
Oh, could there be a case for libel in there?
What's this,
Anne? Yeah, I just want to know who he is.
Right, well, what's the general idea with that email, then? Studio at PlayRadioUK.com, by the way.
This is a lady called Anne who's written in to tell us about a man who, in her eyes, is a pervert / paedophile. And I'd like to find out who this is before I read out the rest of it.
Can you substitute his name?
I think it's a news story.
Okay.
But if you're uncomfortable with saying his name, let's get her to substitute his name with something really random.
Alan Caddick.
I don't know, Willy Wonka. So whenever the name comes up, you say Willy Wonka, yeah?
It only comes out once, so
Okay.
that's okay. Thrice married Willy Wonka, in my eyes, is a pervert, paedophile. Now middle-aged and paunched, he probably can't get a woman of his own age to show any interest in him, so he preys on the emotionally vulnerable and hormonal teenage girls at the school he used to work at. He must really get off on the power trip of seducing such a young girl, and at 16 she's a girl, not yet a woman. If someone like that had gone after my daughter when she was that young, I'd have got hold of him and made sure his tackle was permanently disabled. I'm not joking. Am I in the minority at being so outraged? That was a question. I should have finished with it.
Okay, I'm going to put the mics down. I want you to tell me what the name is, yeah? Who's he?
I don't know. That's what I want to know.
Do you know who that is, Stu?
Never heard of him.
Just in case this is just some bloke from next door she doesn't like.
But we've covered it.
Cliff's brother.
That's very good. Yeah, brilliant. He's the reason I never go to Wimbledon, by the way. I like tennis, but he's the reason I'll never go to Wimbledon in case it rains.
What, in case you get stuck in an umbrella with him?
Well, if he starts singing, I don't think I could hack that. What was I going to do? I didn't do it fast enough for comedy value.
Finding it now.
Okay, yes. You know what? This computer seems to slow down every single week when I'm trying to do something. I was going to lead nicely into a little bit then, and it didn't really work, so...
Okay.
Sorry, you carry on.
We've got a Zara letter, haven't we? Oh, hang on. Here's the phone. Hello? Any ideas?
No,
not a clue.
Nice try. It's good. 01243 55 60 60 or 0208 123 1088. Skype's play.radio.uk, studio at playradiouk.com, and stuandmatt.servebeer.com to watch and listen.
So, don't forget this week we're doing bits about have you been done by the cops?
Yep.
Been cautioned by the cops?
Yep.
Had your collar felt by the cops?
Yep.
Been searched by the cops? Been stopped by the cops? Anything to do with the cops?
Caught by the fuzz.
Yep, exactly. Swung around by the tits.
Yes. So yeah, well, if you've got an opinion on Burgess Hill and slang words for vaginas, that's fine. Or what chap has said, or what the head mistress at the school says. You know, the one with the posh name.
Yeah. We're also doing sports presenter team member auditions, which you can find in the TommyBoydShrine.co.uk forums under other presenters. You'll see our this week's Play Radio link. Go in there, and there's a script at the bottom. You can phone up, do it in your own unique style, silly voices, add in all the bits that you want to do, ad-lib as much as possible, and try and fit it into 60 seconds if you can, because we'll make the jingle longer next week.
Yeah. Oh, hang on.
Of course I know about bloody pipeline. Well, I don't think that's what it is.
Young Christopher.
Yeah, guys. Steady on now. What? Oh, hold on, listen to this. Play the jingle! That weren't loud enough, was it?
No.
I bet you don't know what that was out of either, do you?
I haven't got a clue.
I'll tell you.
Go on, then.
It was out of hair. Good evening, my dear.
Good evening.
Hello, is your name Joe, is it?
It is Joe.
Hello, Joe. Right, you said you were a technical oh, bloody hell.
A technical battle? What?
I beg your pardon?
I don't know, what are you saying?
No, well, you said you were a bit of a technical bud, but I don't think this will bother you. I won't ask you about it in that way. I'll ask Stu, because he's Stu?
Don't ask Stu! Don't ask Stu!
What do you mean, don't ask Stu?
He's just left the room.
Oh, bloody hell. Well, then give your name, Matt. Right? I'm trying to... Hang on. Pipelining. I've altered me... Oh, bloody hell. Hang on, I'll put the phone down. I'll speak to you in a bit, alright?
Alright, mate.
What was that?
That's Chris.
Right, okay.
As you can tell from Birmingham. Now... a few weeks ago, we were doing Find a Date for Zara. Yeah. She was one of our contributors who I haven't heard from recently, actually. Hello, Zara, if you're listening. Hope you're okay.
Hello.
She was in desperate need of a date, bless her. She was having trouble, finding somebody, the right person. So we asked people to email letters in. And we've got one, haven't we?
We do.
We have. So I'm going to do... Where are we?
It's from Rick D.
Did Chris go?
Where's it gone?
He's going to come back in a bit.
Oh, missed it.
Hi, Matt and Stu. Great to have you guys back again after your week off. You're sounding fantastic and doing the station justice. I'm very proud of our Sunday night programme. Marcus, the boss. P.S. Private school girls fucking rock. Brackets all night.
Brilliant.
That is brilliant. Don't know why that's gone through to junk in mine, though.
Wow.
Okay, so junk.
Oh, I never said junk, sorry.
Medical doctor contact. The best of the BBC's now on my...
There ain't nothing else in there.
No. So where's the letter to Zara
It's
gone?
in your inbox.
You must have cleared it out, mate, when you deleted it, because it was there before we started, and then you deleted all the stuff, so...
1903, dearest Zara.
Hi guys and gal, nice shiny new jingle. Please say hello to all the guild guys and gals of Terminus Universum on World of Warcraft. We try to get the whole guild to listen every Sunday while getting our asses kicked. Good job, guys. Keep up the good work. Baggy pants. P.S. Joanne is such a fox. Sign. Yeah, you got your admirers already. So they're the guys of World of Warcraft. Lovely to have them along, as always.
It's there, look. It's that one there.
Do you ever been on World of Warcraft? Either of you?
No, no.
It's not. That says our buddy Val Dunican.
Look down where it says Rick D. in bold, right there.
I'm
yes.
I'm going to move it into the inbox.
Have I been on... I went to go on World of Warcraft once. Loaded it on after it took hours and hours and hours to actually install on my Macintosh, and I gave up because I realised it was $9.99 a month, and quite frankly, I'm too much of a cheap ass to pay for it. So
I should go on Second Life.
my wife spends like if my wife could spend 24 hours a day in Second Life, she would.
She should come to my geology university in Second Life. What I have built.
We've got a phone caller, by the way.
Oh,
hello.
I wish they'd talk.
Wish it was a bit louder. This is the new jingles. Sounds like the old ITN news. What a load of cobblers.
Yeah, they paid 175 grand for that.
Yeah, sitting there careful because you're butting Joe's microphone.
Oh, sorry, Joe, I didn't mean to butt anything with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do I read this?
Well, We have a situation, don't we? Because we're not being spoken to by the person that's it's written.
Well, yeah,
for
I don't really know what's going on with that.
Apparently, we're guilty by association, so I don't know.
Okay, but fair enough. Then
That's
she might have a valid point. I mean, I don't know what's going on.
But I like this email.
I'm not going to go into it, so you can read it.
Shall I read it? Shall I read it?
Well,
In my usual style?
No,
or
let
you want Joe to do
let
it?
Joe read it.
Okay, Joe, we've got some music. I would like you to. What's the name of the guy who did it originally? On BBC.
Simon Bates.
Yeah, if you can take a sort of another true story kind of angle on this with the way you're reading it,
okay.
some emotion, and you know, you got to hit the comedy lines just right.
This could be difficult.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, and now with a letter for Zara, it's Joe.
Dearest Zara, not wanting to peak too early, I have left it a while before throwing my hat into the ring. Like the wise dark horse who always plays his bid at the last minute for special items on eBay, I too am bidding for the priceless gem known as Zara. Most girls today are either frivolous, hedonistic, or intellectually defunct. I'm just adding in that that's definitely not me. Not so, though, with you, my dear. Your criteria laid down were easy for me to meet. I am an atheist, but do admit to a passive adherence to paganism. I believe in the power and influence of women, just like the Picts did in their matriarchal society, and I adore the splendid beauty, excellent and true aesthetic that are women. I'm a mature student of history and politics, but would much rather study you over a meal in an affluent restaurant, from where we could take the wine to your place for further study and appreciation of you on my part. Sorry. I recall your interest in psychology. Please psychoanalyze me. I will certainly fall under your spell of nurture. I'm an advocate of the behaviourist psychologist John Watson, and I really do believe in empiricism. My senses are open to you. I am an hour away from you in London. I will race to your demands at the very moment you issue them. I suppose I am handsome, although I hate professing this much, as it might sound of contrived egotism. Why not take a chance and find out for yourself? In the words of Friedrich Nietzsche, sympathy multiples sympathy multiples misery. Meaning, do not deign to entertain the offers of those who have previously contacted you. Leave the rest and choose the best. Pick your Übermensch. I cannot, like Dr. Faust, sell my soul to the devil. I am for sale only to you.
Beautifully read. Beautifully read. Beautifully written, Rick.
Übermensch.
Beautifully written. Wow.
Übermensch.
That gets my vote. That gets my vote.
I tell you.
I'm liking that one.
Yeah, I mean, that's a guy with a command of the English language.
No, he's just a guy with a dictionary.
A guy with Google, probably.
Right. I'm taking issue. Alan said he did not offer to do a sports jingle for Ian Lee.
That's right.
I believe otherwise.
Would you like to hear the two called? So the first one is Alan's first appearance on the Ian Lee show, where he does actually start to attempt, and I say attempt, to do a sports report.
Right. Okay.
Could you give us a brief, make up a sports report?
Well, they've got big, you know the WWE.
But no, without any swears, if you could.
No, make a bit of a preview for tonight, actually.
Hang on, let me do this. Let's do this properly. Hang on a second. There we go. Right, hang on. Wait there. Just wait this. It's not quite appropriate music. Hang on. Here we go.
It's not the Alan
and now
Sports
it's time
jingle.
for the latest Virgin radio station sports with Alan.
Good evening, everybody. It's a big night in the wrestling world tonight, for the WWE is holding their 23rd annual Royal Rumble from Madison Square Garden in New York City. Of course, we've got the Royal Rumble match, 30 men fighting for championship match at WrestleMania, and of course, we've got the WWE title on the line, the legend killer Randy Orton going up against one of the Hardy Boys, Jeff Hardy.
Still going on.
The master of the 619, Rey Mysterio.
You said 6.
And we've got the Nature Boy. Woo! Ric Flair.
No, you should just...
Y2J.
Still going.
Jericho.
Still going.
Okay.
JBL.
So,
but of course, the main event is the Royal Rumble match.
Whether he offered to do a sports report for Ian Lee or not is now completely not relevant, because he's actually done a sports report for Ian.
Yeah. Now, hang on, don't fade the phone up yet, because I can guarantee it's going to be Alan.
Is that it?
And I've been rap the winner.
Okay,
Okay, let me play the second one for you
Do you
then.
want to do a sports report?
Shit, I'm sorry, I gotta go, my dad's moaning.
Your dad's moaning, is he?
Yeah, it was my dad moaning.
All right, Alan, well, thanks for that.
Okay, nice.
Good lad, there we go. could you give us a brief, like, make up a sports report?
Oh, sorry, that's just playing the second one again. There we go. So. Yeah, so, Mr. Caddick.
Mr. Stewart,
Hello, mate.
I've got a bit of an idea for next week.
Really?
You know the popularity of the karaoke?
Yes.
I'm going to be 500 miles.
Uh-huh.
How would you feel about me doing a tune next week?
On what?
Like we did before.
From the pub?
Yep.
Well, we can try it.
Okay.
And also, that WWE, that sports report, that first one I did win, it was just a muck about because it was testing the water.
Oh, right,
No,
okay.
Testing the water.
So
it didn't work out, so now you're back with your tail between your legs.
No.
How dare you?
Are you saying...
Excuse me, Matt.
How dare you? No, excuse me, Alan. Wait, stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there, Alan, because I can do that.
Yeah,
which
but
I'm not
that's
cutting off. I'm not cutting okay, Alan, I can cut you off if I like, so stop right there. Okay?
Let me give you a chance to...
No, I will not give you that chance. 1 second, please.
I think right to reply. We were just talking about that.
Yeah, but I've not even given him something to fucking reply to. Yeah.
Okay.
Zip it. www. How many W's was that?
Right.
Alan. Muck about or not, you asked him if he could do a sport. You could do a sports report for him on Virgin, regardless of whether it was real or not. You then did a sports report for him on Virgin, and now you're back saying, "Oh, this week I'm going to do this, next week I'm going to do that," blah 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 blah, thinking that we haven't even fucking listened to the Ian Lee show, right? Thinking that we're completely stupid and that we're absolutely total fucking mugs. So you come back here with this ego that's grown 10 times the size since we've last spoken to you, telling us what you're going to do in our show. How fucking dare you?
Have you got the swear box on you?
He's run out of money to do the swear box. His entire salary went last week. The week before last.
Right to reply, Alan.
Well, have you got the... Dear Joe.
Dear Matt, I was almost tempted to do a sports report on another radio station when I realised...
Really? Well, to do the truth... Mr. Lee, because I was wanting to promote the fight in the car park. Because I know some media connections.
See, Ian, I can do this too.
Get loads of money.
That's well clever.
Play radio, and it boosts the popularity of the station and drive Virgin ratings down to 0.
Yeah. It was very... I must admit... One word in Alan's defence was he did get Play Radio UK. Sorry, I just gobbed everywhere. He did get Play Radio UK mentioned 3 times in one segment on Virgin, which I thought was quite good. Yeah.
Yeah, well done.
Did you, Alan?
He's not speaking now.
You recommended me to Mr. Lee.
That's right. So he managed to see.
Oh!
So no.
I see.
Oh.
I see. So. This is your fault, Alan. I am so sorry. How fucking dare you?
And now what you're doing is
you're going behind our backs.
And now what you're doing is misunderstanding a conversation and misinterpreting the words that are coming out of Alan's mouth.
I can only go on the facts I've been given.
When Alan said you recommended me to Ian, what he meant to say was you recommended I listen to Ian. It wasn't that I said to Alan, why don't you phone up and do a sports report on Ian's show?
Are we answering that?
I already have done, actually. I've already got one there. There we go. So, Aaron. Alan's on his knackered cell phone again. You can tell he's cutting out again now.
Hello?
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, it's the signal.
Yeah, brilliant. Well, look, Alan, if you manage to get Play Radio's name mentioned 3 times on Virgin, then I forgive you.
Well, that's my target for tonight.
Is it? That's a good show,
Excellent.
mate.
We'll be listening. Okay, cool. Aaron, how you doing, mate?
Hello there. Isn't now round about the right time to phone up Ian Lee and see what he makes of all this?
It would be, but no. I think no. Let's see. What would be funnier is let's see how many times Alan can say Play Radio UK on the show tonight.
Should we take a look?
And then we can we'll call Ian next week and just ask.
Call Ian next week, yeah.
How about that? That sounds a good idea, doesn't it?
Yeah. All right, then. All right, we'll do that. All right.
That sounds good. Then we can. In fact, what we should do is probably spend the next few weeks having Alan just phoning up saying "Play Radio UK" over and over and over again, right? And then just.
The problem is though, we know that he's saying "Play Radio UK," but your average Virgin Radio listener ain't got a clue what the bleeding hell he's going on.
No,
about.
that much is true. That's probably that's probably true.
Exactly.
That's probably true. Although I did notice, and actually it was something I was going to ask Alan about if he was still on the phone. There was when he phones Ian, he sounds a hell of a lot clearer on his telephone than he does when he phones us.
Yeah, well, he's making an effort, isn't he? You see.
Yeah, that's it. You see, he's trying to. He's more eloquent on the telephone.
Is Alan local?
Yes. No, he's in Birmingham.
Really? Yeah, it's a shame. I wanted to get him into the studio.
Well, if Play Radio would stump up the cash, you know.
No, fuck off, would they?
You know?
No.
It's nice, isn't it? Isn't it, eh?
It's quite cheap on the train these days.
Yeah, you can go and get a Newcastle for 50 quid.
No, it's not.
Say as well.
It's more expensive to travel the length of the country than it is to fly to fucking Europe.
Actually, yes, that is.
That is true.
That is very true.
Being from Scotland, she'll understand completely that when trying to go south after 7 o'clock in the evening, forget about it. Trying to go up and down the country in a day for less than 300 quid is just unbelievable.
It is.
As I've mentioned before, I try to be quite environmentally friendly as best I can while still smoking 20 fags a day. And I've recently had to go to Aberdeen to do a couple of gigs, which meant taking a bag and taking my guitar. Now, they've told me that's fine, so I arrived there and they say, actually, no, you can't do that. You're going to have to take that on board. It's like, well, it's a big guitar with a big case. It's not going to go anywhere. And then I also found out that it was still cheaper to go on a plane than it was to take a train, which would take 9 hours plus 4 changes than it was for the hour and a half to go on the plane.
Yep.
So although my guitar case is now kicked to buggery and can never be used again, it was still cheaper to do so and buy a new guitar case than still get the train from even just from London to Aberdeen, never mind from getting it from round here to get to London in the first place.
That's it.
That's my rant over, sorry about that.
What were you going to say,
Sorry, can I just say, in the true style of Polish Joe, sadly he's not with us this evening, I believe he's busy. Has anyone got Scottish Joe to bark like a dog?
No, I was going to save it, actually, because I've got a bone to pick with Polish Joe. Oh, God, that's really bad.
Yeah. I think it's only fair that we wait to get Joe back before Joe...
Well, yeah, it's his thing. I don't want him having a pop at me.
I will do it. I will bark like possibly a dog, maybe.
Hopefully next week.
But only after
Will you show him your cans?
My cans?
Oh, that was the other one.
Yeah, he keeps asking about girls showing him his their cans.
Yeah.
Well, boobs, he means,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. In the industry, cans is another word for headphones. So if he asks you, just hold your headphones up.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
Listen to Matt with the radio lingo.
Yeah.
Well, I'm actually
in the industry.
My actual trade, my job description is audio engineer. I used to work in recording studios, recording and producing bands.
Oh, God, you could come help me work my blooming machine.
Yes, I can come and help you work your machine. I can.
Anyway, no, I
have you got another half to do
show
that?
him my cans. No, he's a bit busy at the moment.
Right.
Been in a Queen tribute band.
Oh, right, so you're both things.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Which one?
Queen. Well, not Queen.
Well, he's not in Queen itself, is he?
No.
Okay, let's start again. What's the name of the tribute band?
Rhapsody. Go to queen-tribute.co.uk and not listen to anything, because I think their audio's down.
Oh. They're not going to appear on that thing on BBC One anytime soon.
No.
Well said, well said.
God for that.
No.
It's got some credibility, though.
Well, if they did, I would actually personally have to shoot them, really.
What does your husband do, then?
He plays the keyboards. He's not actually...
He doesn't sing?
Queen at all. No, he doesn't do any singing.
Right, so he doesn't give it all this?
No, we leave that to the lead singer.
I saw an excellent. I saw an excellent Queen tribute band a couple of years ago at a little sort of. They have this sort of picnic in the park thing in the little town that I live in.
Oh.
And it was the Kings of Queen, which were quite cool actually.
Yeah.
It was very good. Yeah. In fact, they had one on last year, but I missed it, and that could have been Rhapsody because it wasn't the Kings of Queens that year. But I don't know.
I went to see a Dire Straits tribute band called the Sultans of Swing, and I was told that they were the actually the #1 Dire Straits tribute band, as decided by Dire Straits and a poll of people.
Possibly the only Dire Straits tribute band.
Possibly, yes. So we went along to see him.
The rest of them have already killed themselves.
To see them, right? And I turned up, and there was one guy, a guitar, some lights, a foot pedal, and a little drum machine. And I tell you what, you would not have told him from the Real Dire Straits. It was absolutely unbelievable.
Unless you looked at him, obviously.
Yeah, unless you looked at him. We spent about half an hour talking to him afterwards because we were just amazed. He got all these sounds on his drums and he played the lead guitar parts and sang. And it was just one guy doing a tribute for a whole, 4-piece band. He's the #1 in this country for it, and we were blown away.
Good. I went to see an Eric Clapton tribute band once.
Hello, I'm not going to shout.
Chris, how are you, mate?
Hey, it's Chris. Hello, Stu, I'm glad to see you back.
Thanks, mate. How are you? All right?
I'm bang on now.
Good.
I'm going to... Here, I'll check these for levels, all right?
Yeah, go on.
Okay, right. This is, well, yeah, listen to this. It's also from... I didn't mean to do that. It's just that
Did they just say fellatio?
Yes.
Well, we'll leave it there. Pederasty. We haven't been talking about that.
What was the last one?
I don't know. What was the last one?
Pederasty, I think he said. It goes on further and foremost and further on and further forward to mention other things of dubious qualities and natures and things that people do to one another. But I'm not bothered about that. What I wanted to say was Joe there. Now, can you hear me, Joe?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hello, my dear. Good evening, my dear. Now, you're not too old for me, I'm sure, but I'm not here to chit-chat and such like. But I believe you have some environmental credentials that we should all hear about, shouldn't we?
I didn't... There we go.
Matt faded everybody's microphones out.
Oh, you
bastard.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. It's a force of habit. I went to fade me and Stu down so you guys could talk, and my little finger just caught Joe's mic thing.
I'll tell you what, I'll keep a civil tongue up your, I was going to say up your arse, but I'll keep a civil tongue in your head. Well, there are all young ladies about, you know that. Oh, you know that music that Ian Lou was playing over the top of Alan?
Yeah?
It was bang on for ping pong, wasn't it? He's cut out for other things, isn't it? Anyway, how's geology then, Joe? It rocks, does it?
Yes, it does.
Does it? When was the last time you were up in Aberdeen then, or not?
What do I do in Aberdeen?
No, what was the last time? When was you up there? Are you from Aberdeen?
Yeah, I was up there. I was up there last week. Pardon?
Fit.
Sick?
The Fitty.
The city.
The city, yes.
No, the Fitty, I think it's called, isn't it?
It's called the Granite City, sometimes.
I know, I've been there. You know the Fitty, the old fish market?
Oh, Fitty, yes.
Oh,
that's
Fitty,
F.
yeah.
That is spelled
F.
Pardon?
I'll have to put my teeth in.
That might be an idea, yeah.
I haven't lost my front tooth.
Fitty is pronounced, spelt Foot D. Foot D, but it's pronounced Fitty.
I've got a couple of mates that used to live up there.
Yeah?
Lovely people, eh? We shan't talk about them now. Perhaps you would know them. I think one of them, she used to work for, what was her name?
I don't know.
Oh, no, she's all right. Vivian Westwood. She was she used to turn up, bit on the catwalks. And her brother, who's just one of the loveliest fellas you're ever going to meet, he was like what you call a seamstress for him.
All right.
Sandy and Julie, their names.
Oh, Sandy and Julie, yeah.
Oh, do you know them?
No.
Sorry. But a lot of people do. They must have left a long time before. Mates with Danny Rampling's missus. She's from up that way, isn't she?
Is he a footballer?
Danny Rampling's a DJ.
Is he? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, he brought all that hands in the air like you really don't care stuff.
From the old Hacienda days.
Oh, I see.
So you're not too old for me then, are you, in that way? What was he going on about?
Who?
Old chap, what was his name? Chappers?
Chappers, yeah, he was going on about the Burgess Hill thing, women talking, girls.
Yeah, I tell you what, I shan't be sending my daughters to old Burgess Hill.
Why not?
Well, they're causing notoriety, these people.
Eh?
They're causing notoriety, they dirty little things.
They're 16, they don't know any better.
What else do you expect young girls to talk about? If they if they never talked about their own fanny for their whole bloody life, they probably never know anything about it.
Hey, stop having a go here, Matt. We're not having a row, are we?
Would I have a go at you?
I had a go at Fat Joe the other week, and I was ringing up to apologise to him, if you don't mind me saying so.
Oh, right, okay. No, I
However,
apologise.
he fails to address the 9/11 issue, and there he is in America, with his finger on the pulse, with his ear to the ground, and I tell you what, he's let me down as your American correspondent, you know that way, Matt?
Yeah.
Anyway, how you doing? Oh, well, that's it then. I ain't got nothing else to say. I'm not trying to chat up your girlfriend or anything. Promise you.
Thanks, Chris.
I'll leave that to Aaron. Ta-ra, mate.
Cheers, mate. Take care. Bye-bye.
Play Radio UK. Now, more great deals from onefortravel.co.uk.
All through February we have great deals on both 4- and 5-star hotels in the resort of Antalya, Turkey. Either half-board or all-inclusive from £199 per adult, based on 2 adults sharing with flights from London Gatwick. Terms and conditions apply.
For more information, call One for Travel now on 0871 664 1405 or visit the website at www.onefortravel.co.uk.
Where is the
Oh, look, it's us. Oh, yeah. I'm going to lose on this one, aren't I? Like, what does that make me? 2 and 9?
You can't even count in last week's, because there was a production issue with last week's best of.
Dynamic diction. This is the Tommy Boyd Show on Play Radio UK.
What was the production issue?
Possibly the last. It was possibly the last segment or the segment before last where it started. It went for 5 minutes and then it just restarted for no reason at all.
Really?
Yeah. So there was so we all heard 5 minutes of something in the other, and then it started again.
That might be the computer, because it actually faded out the last 5 minutes as well and started the new production.
Did it? I missed that. To be honest with you, I'd switched over by then.
Yeah, it was a tricky job. Basically, I just had to condense 3 shows into 3 hours, and it was tough. I don't ever want to do it again.
Tough work.
You couldn't even call it the best bits. It was just a matter of having something on, and I tried to pick the best bits when you've got 36 hours of audio, and you've only been told on the Thursday, 3 days before, you're doing the best.
When you only have 36 hours of audio, and you've only got a couple of hours to put through. Oh, shut your mouth. Fat Steve, hello,
Steve.
Mate. Hello, how are you guys doing?
I'm good, mate.
Yeah, we're all good. Nice to have you on.
Oh, it's nice to be on. I think the last time I was on was the karaoke show.
Yeah,
it was. That was brilliant. We heard that again on the best of last week. It was brilliant. Still just as good.
Yeah. Wow, I made the best of.
In fact, actually, it was really fucking good. Apart from the fact that Matt kept going over the top of what you were trying to do by going, "Hey, I know what this is. That's that #1 song. He's done a remix of it." Yes, shut the fuck up and listen to it, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. Thank you.
So otherwise, it was really good, mate. Yeah. Listen, are you calling in to give us the hottest update on the WGA status?
Well, according to all the press reports, there should be a settlement, and people talking about going back to work on Monday.
I was going to say, are you going back to work tomorrow? That's the point, isn't it?
No, I wasn't working for a struck company.
Right.
I have my own little independent production company here.
But you were out on strike, as it were, though, weren't you?
Well, yeah, I'm a member of the Writers Guild, so I couldn't, if I got a job, someone offered me a job with Universal, I couldn't take it.
Right. Cool. But you can as of Monday, allegedly, almost, possibly.
Yeah.
Good.
If someone offers it to me.
Good, excellent. Because I'm quite worried about the fact that all these TV programs are about to come to an end because they've not got any more episodes filmed. Which is quite. By the way, you watching Lost? By the way, anybody?
Yes.
No.
Yeah. I get mine courtesy of Mr. Donload. He's it's quite good. I thought this new series.
Where do you get this on Mr. Donload?
Oh, Mr. Don. I'll show you where Mr. Donload leaves them for me. Leaves a little package for me. Yeah.
So I tried LimeWire.
Show you his load.
No, don't use LimeWire. It's rubbish. Yeah. Sorry, Steve. What did you say, mate?
I said Stu will show her this load later.
I'll show her that. Yeah.
Thanks, Steve.
How's things, mate? All right. Otherwise.
Yeah, good. I'm loving Lost. It's really good.
Oh, God, do I have to cut you off?
No, you just have to shut up and go back to answering the phone again. Steve and I have been talking about Lost for the last 5 minutes, and you haven't been paying attention, so...
I have watched 1 or 2 Lost, and I did quite like it, but it reminded me of kind of Sunset Beach, but more serious, which is... There's nothing wrong with that, but at the same time, I'm quite an impatient person. I like short films where, beginning, middle,
What's
end.
Sunset Beach?
Sunset Beach.
I like Lost, but less funny.
Oh, right, okay.
Oh no, it's like Lost, but blooming hilarious. Really, it's not because of it's not meant to be
I've never
funny.
seen it.
Is it a TV program?
Yeah, it
Is
used to be a cult sort
is
of
it
thing.
Australian?
10 years ago, 8 years
Is
ago.
it Australian or something?
No, American.
Sunset Beach, it's like Days of Our Lives.
Is it? Sons and
crap.
Daughters.
Wasn't it soft porn?
Not really, no. I watched. I wasn't offended. I'm a big prude.
What was I watching then?
Porn, probably.
You're probably watching Sunset Breach.
So what's happening on Lost? Have they found more people on a plane? Is it a new plane? Is it the same plane? Ooh, what's going on?
Well, what's happening is that the rescue party, quote unquote, have arrived.
Ah.
So
Are they devils?
you have to find out what's going on.
Am I going to have to start watching it again, haven't I? Oh, well.
You really probably have to watch it right from the very beginning, unfortunately.
Steve, what series are you on?
Series 4, episode 2 has aired as of Thursday.
We're on series 3 in here in this country, aren't we?
No, 4 started 2 weeks ago. 3 days. It's on 3 days after it's on in the States over here.
Right, okay. Are you not fed up to the back teeth of the fact that nothing's really going on yet, Steve?
Oh, this new series has got much
hang
longer.
on, I'm talking to Steve.
Well, I don't. You know, it's like I don't know how I would have felt if I hadn't have just gotten into. Like, I watched all 3 series, like over the past 3 months.
Right. Okay, so that probably made it a little better.
Yeah. So yeah, I am hating this, having to wait a week between getting questions answered. Bang.
It's annoying having to wait the whole week, isn't it? I must admit.
So have you brought all the box sets now, Stu?
Have I?
No, what do you do?
What would I want to go and buy a box set for when I've already told you that my Uncle Don already supplies them to me already?
Right, I missed that part, sorry. Okay,
Yeah.
so are you up to date with Steve?
Yeah, Series 4, Episode 2.
So what's going on now, then?
So I told you, the rescue party have arrived.
Right, no,
They don't
but,
know
no, but,
their
then,
intentions.
yeah, but then you said, now watch the show. I don't watch the show, so...
Right, okay, so the rescue party have arrived, but there's now part of the group thinks that they're not quite for real, so they don't, so they don't trust them, so they split up into two groups now, like, and you get to know that certain members of the survivors get rescued, but then there's some big conspiracy about how, or something on the island that either wants them back, or the reason why they've got to go back, or something like that. So there's a big secret after
And
they've
the
got
people
back.
that have left the island and come back know the secret.
They haven't come back yet. The people who have left the island, there's 6 of them apparently, called the Oceanic 6.
One of them is going to be revealed next week, according to the ads.
Another one, eh?
Wow.
Who do you reckon that's going to be?
Oceanic 6?
Yeah, the
Wasn't
Ocean...
George Clooney in that?
I think the Oceanic 6 is, well, I reckon it's, well, we know it's Jack and Kate, right? And Hugo. So I'm reckoning that, I bet that, what's his face? Who's the tall bloke that Kate shagged?
Vernon Kay.
No, what was his name, Steve? Sorry?
Tess Daly.
Sawyer.
Yeah, that's him. Sawyer's going to be another one. I reckon he's the one in the
What
box.
about Michael?
Michael, I think, I have a feeling that Michael's going to turn up at some other point in the show now and is not going to be quite the person he was when he originally left.
You don't think he was the one who was dead in the end?
Well, I would have thought that there would have been
That's
some. I would have thought there'd been other people visiting his body if that had been the case. So I think that it's
New York.
Sawyer. Do what, sorry, mate?
He was from New York, and the funeral was happening in L.A., and it just seemed like a really, like a South L.A. sort of very African-American neighborhood. Why would Sawyer be there?
Well, maybe you're right, yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe you're right.
Okay. So, have you ever thought about watching a decent TV programme?
Ashes to Ashes.
My Name is Earl.
I thought by the way, the title of the porn movie that Aaron was probably watching, I thought was great. I just sent this in a gossip mail the other day. Is this the best titled porn movie in the world? Come Fart Tsunami. Apparently a hit in the world of anal felching.
Come Fart Tsunami. It's a whirlwind of an episode. Jesus.
So the best TV programmes on TV at the moment are Lost, Heroes, Prison Break.
Ashes to Ashes.
Heroes is good, I'll give you that. But no to the others.
And what's
I got Ashes to Ashes from your friend Don.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is Ashes to Ashes?
Ashes to Ashes is a spin-off of Life on Mars.
Oh,
with,
I know, yeah.
With Gene Ant.
Okay, so...
Gene Ant.
I didn't know that Mr. Don watched that as well. My Uncle Don?
Yeah, it's really good. Oh. It's really good. And now they've got a lady as a protagonist now with very nice boobs. So it's better than Life on Mars. It's actually got a lady. Keely Hall. So Kelly...
Has anybody... I saw the first episode, missed the second. Has anyone seen the new thing on E4 about the devil who owns the son's soul? The parents gave the devil the right... Oh, my God, I can't even remember which... There's no point if none of you have seen it.
But I did find a really, really fucking excellent website that I recommend everybody should go and use. tvcatchup.com.
Cool.
Ben told me it last week in the old On the Wireless. It's excellent. You go on it, right? It's just great. You sign up to it, right? It doesn't care whereabouts in the world you are, so you sign up to it, and it's almost like your own personal video recorder, right? But you share the video recorder with everybody else that's signed up to the site. So if you download something, and then a couple of days later I look through the TV guide and I go, oh, bollocks, I really wanted to see that, I just click a button and it requests you to send it to me. But all you actually have to do is click a button. You don't have to upload any files or anything like that.
Wicked.
And you can just watch it there and then in your browser. Any programme from BBC One, BBC Two, BBC Three, BBC Four, ITV 1, 2, 3 and 4, Channel 4, Channel E4, 5 US, 5 Live, you know, all the more 4 and all that shit. It's brilliant. I tell you what, I could while away an entire week at work.
Well, don't.
Doing absolutely shag all but watching this. I recorded Blazing Saddles from Channel 5 the other night. It was brilliant.
What are you watching at the minute, G-Man?
That's me.
Yes, that is you. I thought I'd bring you into the conversation. Hello.
Hello there. Well, I'm not watching at the moment, but I can only heartily recommend House. It's I think one of the best television programmes out there at the moment.
That's Stephen Fry, is it?
No,
Hugh Laurie.
No, Hugh Laurie. But don't overlook the fact that he's English. He does a flawless American accent and is a great character. There's lots of stuff I like. I mean, Heroes I agree with. I have to say, now this might sound a little bit girly, but Grey's Anatomy is actually an extremely good programme.
I've never seen that.
It's actually very good.
You like the OC as well?
Sarah Rodriguez in it.
What channel is it on?
I don't know.
Interesting emails just come in, by the way. It says, Matt, do you know that My Name is Earl is almost entirely made by Scientologists?
No, I didn't.
Well, there you go.
They've got a sense of humour after all.
Do what, sorry, G-Man?
Was the E4 thing that Matt was talking about Reaper?
That's it.
Now, I videoed that because a friend of mine told me that was really, really good.
It is.
Okay.
Did you not like it?
No, I haven't seen it yet. I haven't watched it.
So good.
Is it?
Yeah, basically, right, to explain, what happened is, years and years ago, this guy's parents got in a bit of trouble or whatever, well, I don't know, with the devil or whatever, they basically said that they would sell the soul of their firstborn child to the devil if the devil helped them out with this thing. So the kid turns 18 or 21, so that's the cut-off point. So they then have to, and you see the first episode, they've got to tell their son, who doesn't believe a word they're saying, that they've sold his soul to the devil. And then the devil appears and entasks him with going and getting all the demons that have escaped from hell. And it's written by Silent Bob, Jane Silent Bob, So you're talking Dogma, Mallrats, Clerks, that kind of stuff.
It stars that the devil is played by the same guy that played Laura Palmer's dad in Twin Peaks.
That's right, yeah.
And if we're talking about good television programmes, that's one to put down.
What, Twin Peaks?
Oh, yeah. Have you ever seen that, guys?
No.
Twin Peaks. The only thing I remember about Twin Peaks was like the very last bit where it was all backwards in that very strange room, and the Simpsons took the piss out.
Yeah.
That's the only bit I remember of Twin Peaks. The rest
I just have nightmares about the room with the checkered floor and the red curtain and this small man with a scary voice coming up and sad music was.
I actually think it was really bad because I don't think she did.
Twin Peaks? Was that the one with the two girls in the black silk sheets?
No, that was
again. I think that's something else.
You're thinking of another film again.
You're thinking of Come Fart Tsunami again.
Did you watch that before or after Sunset Breach?
I think it was after.
It's great.
Can I just say the one with all the weird storylines that never really made sense that was on Channel 5 when it first started out?
Which one's that?
I thought that was Sunset Beach was kind of like the world's most kind of out-of-their-world storylines. And in fact, weren't they even kidnapped by aliens at one point?
There was a kidnapped by aliens story. There was an evil twin story. The best bit was because they filmed so many and so much of these things, that sometimes actresses maybe had to go into rehab or something like that, and then they would just replace the actress, and instead of saying, they would just go, "Oh, you look different today," and it was very, very odd.
I used to hate that. You know, when I was a kid, I did used to watch Neighbours and Home and Away, right? Because, you know, you watch them with your mum at the table and all that kind of stuff.
Lucy Robinson.
Yes, that's right.
I know. Didn't she change twice?
I think she may well have done, but it annoyed the hell out of me.
Who was this? Lucy Robinson. It was like, that's like, in Home and Away, you might have just said this, by the way, because I wasn't listening, but in Home and Away, when Pippa changed from a quite a fit blonde-haired woman to a dark-headed, ugly old muntner.
Why would they do that? Why
not just kill her off?
Why not? You know what? I would love to see the day where they actually axe Neighbours and Home and Away.
Well, Neighbours has been axed. It's on Channel 5 now, isn't it? So
effectively axed, same as Home and Away.
Exactly.
But I do have to say, the one good thing that these two shows is good for is producing fit young Australian women.
I've got to say, fit young Australian birds, and I suppose maybe from Joe's perspective, then possibly some blokes as well. But
Yeah, they're all minging.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Carl Kennedy.
Oh no, he's hot.
Thank you. If I was the woman,
my favourite was always Plain Jane Superbrain from Neighbours.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you could so tell though that she wasn't ugly.
Oh yeah, no, but she was cute when she was
so obvious.
Yeah, when she was good, she was cute.
I'll tell you my favourite was. You remember Lou was married to this woman who had 2 kids, not by Lou, and there was the bloke, the young lad who had sort of long blondish hair and a parrot called Dahl, who he later gave to the Kennedys, and his sister Danny.
Yeah.
Danny had the most amazing pair of waps.
Holly Valance.
No. Bronwyn.
Bronwyn. Good shout. Good shout.
I met Natalie Imbruglia once, by the way.
Oh yeah, she was in Neighbours.
Yeah.
You've met her?
Yeah, I've met her. I used to know the guy who ran her official UK website. Yeah.
I could run her official UK.
Yeah, I've slept in Mylene Class's bed.
What?
Oh,
that's nice. That
somebody called the news of the world.
Unfortunately, Mylene Class wasn't in it at the time, but I did have a good rifle through her underwear drawer.
So how come?
Everybody's going on. What's going on?
Yes, you're all going off on a tangent. Let's get back to the main focus there.
Oh,
how
sorry.
on earth were you in Mylene Class's bed?
So Mylene Class was involved in a project for Bravo TV many years ago in mid-90s called The Doll's House.
Okay.
And I was very sad back then and had a bunch of friends who found this Doll's House chat room, and so we ended up sort of raiding this chat room and having a bit of a sort of, laugh in there with the girls when they were online, right? And then one of the girls left and was replaced by someone I went to school with. And I didn't realise until they suddenly appeared on at this place, and so I knew who it was, so I got an invite to the house where there was 4 rather fit young girls living.
I know.
And Mylene was out. Mylene was out for a while, like she was off doing some work somewhere, and so I was out there one day having a few beers, got a bit pissed up, missed the last tube home, so I slept in Mylene's bed for the night.
Fantastic. I interviewed Mylene once. She was very nice.
Yeah?
Yeah, she was.
Bet you haven't rifled through her underwear drawer.
No, Stu, because I tell you, if I was in the same place where Mylene Class was sleeping, it would be her underwear while she was wearing it that I'd be rifling through.
Oh, yes, of course it would be.
Yes.
Anyway, that was another one of my tenuous claims to fame. Yeah.
When was the last time we had a listen to play radio thingy?
Who cares?
Well, I do, because I think we're running behind.
Nicola Charles as well in Neighbours.
Now, which one was that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
do you remember her?
She shagged Carl.
Yes, I think she did, didn't she?
Yeah, I didn't like her. She had a funny mouth. She looked a bit selfish.
Really?
Yeah.
There was a couple.
I need to just say as a signing off point that apparently, according to Randy, Bronwyn means white breast in Welsh.
Yeah, I saw that. I've just read that. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, white breasts, very nice.
Just thought maybe that.
That's great. Cool. All right, guys. Well, we're going to have a break because Matt's getting itchy fingers. So,
no, I'm not getting itchy fingers. I just want to load 3 up at the end, and I just thought I'd ask the question.
It has been a while, I suppose.
Has it? Right, so we better have a break.
Cheers, guys. Have a good one. All right.
Pleasure. Take care.
Cheers. Ta-da.
Play Radio UK. This is PlayRadioUK.com. Music. Broadcasting from the south coast of England, just great music. This is Play Radio UK. The on-stream loading.
Here he comes. He's running in. Here he
comes. The greatest hits of the 80s, 70s, and today. The planet Earth. Live
I've not done my flies up.
This is Play Radio UK. Warning, the show you're about to listen to may contain strong language and the content might offend. Dynamic diction. This is the Tommy Boyd Show on Play Radio UK.
Taking away, Joe.
Well, you should see the sight I'm seeing right now. It's quite unbelievable. Matt doing up his flies, everybody. He's now just sitting down in his seat.
Wow.
There we go.
I'm panting.
It took you long enough to do your flies up.
Turn you on.
Same amount of time to go for pee.
I know, yeah. Well, when I'm in the toilet, right, you know, some people will sit in the toilet for hours or read a paper or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, or they're really I'm in the toilet. It stinks. It's horrible. The decor's not particularly that great. It's not the most comfortable place to sit. I like to push it out as fast as I can and fuck off.
Exactly. Well, actually, me too. I don't like it.
No. Right, okay. studio@playradiouk.com is the email address. We've got 2 numbers you can call. I don't know how confusing this is for you. I suppose it depends whether you're thick or not. 01243 55 60 60 is the usual landline number, which is fine, brilliant. Or you can call Skype, have a conference. We can get lots of people on. 0208 123 1088. Of course, you can text Play Radio, then you message to 82820. Costs you 15 people, it's your standard network charge. The general Skype is play.radio.uk, and you can watch and listen it all. Stu and Matt at servebeer.com. Spell Stu with a U, not an EW.
That's it. You're back.
Right, can I get my breath back now?
I tell you what, Matt must. I tell you what, that advert break was almost exactly 50 seconds.
Yeah.
It took Matt 50 seconds to leave the studio, run to the bathroom, take a leak, and run back.
But not do up his flies.
Well, I did see him as I wandered past when I was getting the break. He was fiddling with his knackers, and I thought either he's bared down hard and dribbled a bit, right? Or something's going on now I've left the studio, and I was like, well, maybe I will not go into that.
Pushed it out so hard a burst of blood.
That's what I was about to say. I'm sure you must bear down and burst your blooming bladder or something. I mean,
no, I was just saying to the lovely Jo, and it's such a nice topic of conversation, that I don't believe hanging around in the toilet. I push it out as fast as I can and fuck off.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Do you flush?
Well, at least I take it levelly.
Yeah, I do flush. Yeah, I do. And I spray. If there's air freshener in the toilet, I spray. Yeah, because I think it's only polite. I tell you what, this toilet here in the building, somebody had to send an internal message round a couple of weeks ago, like basically not saying to the person who, but sort of saying there's a problem and an issue. Somebody in this building, right, goes for the stinkiest dumps first thing in the morning, not just in this toilet up here, in the one downstairs as well, leaves skid marks all the way down the pot. And the fucking thing stinks. Doesn't even give it a courtesy spray afterwards. If you ask me, it's just rude. P.S. The guy needs to see a doctor.
I think so. Gillian McKeith. One for you.
We have.
She's not a doctor.
We have somebody at work that does exactly the same thing.
Sorry.
We have somebody at work that does exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
In fact,
you?
No, it's not, because it's always because what we've got is kind of like when you walk into our office front door, right? There's kind of like a lobby area, right? Which doesn't have anything in it apart from the 2 toilets, right? And I always know that I'm like the 3rd person there, so I know that it's one of 2 people that stinks. The fucking place stinks. You're walking through the main office door into the lobby, you're like, get me in the office, quick.
Yeah. It's not nice. It's wrong, isn't it? Don't you
I
think?
think it is. I think it's rude.
Well, speaking of someone whose shit doesn't really smell, but I still give it a courtesy spray, you know. Yeah.
But is there a toilety brush cleaning device?
There is. There is all the devices in there for the person to leave no trace of his whereabouts.
That's bad. It's something I do hate. If I have to go for a pee somewhere where I'm not usually...
Women don't poo.
Yes, well, you know. But if I were to, and then there wasn't a toilet brush, then I would... You've got to
be pretty desperate to use a public toilet to go for a poo.
Yeah, you do have to be pretty desperate. Either that or have the shits.
Yeah,
which would make you pretty desperate.
In which case, get some Imodium.
Yeah, but I wonder if this guy even washes his hands, because he can't be asked to use the toilet brush, he can't be asked to courtesy spray, so I'm wondering, what else can he not be asked to do? Randy, what can he not else be asked to do?
Sorry, what was that?
How are you, Randy?
Sorry, I was... yeah, I just thought I'd phone in and... sorry about my voice, I had a bit of an incident on Thursday.
What was the incident?
I went to a friend's dinner party, and some twat decided to leave a tea towel on the hob, filled up the room with smoke, so I went rushing in there, managed to get the tea towel off of fire, and in the process appeared to have given myself smoke inhalation.
Nice. Well done.
I wish I had a relevant piece of music to play for your heroism, but I don't.
Yeah, well, I felt like, Lord Nelson at the time, but with the added advantage that I'm not dead.
Right.
So,
yeah.
Now, Randy being on the phone actually reminds me of an idea of something that we were going to do tonight, which we haven't actually got to, and there's only 4 minutes left. Which was, I heard that Randy said that he'd been started to do some exercise last week.
Wow, are you jazzercising, right, Randy?
Yeah, I have been doing my exercises. I've started playing football down the park every Sunday. Well, I say start, I did it once last week, so I couldn't be bothered to get out of bed. But, yeah, I've started doing proper exercises, and I'm considering joining a gym as well once I feel that I will be able to compete with all the macho, meat-headed twats that go there alongside all the fit women.
Because I was proposing that what we did was, oh God, listen to the music. So what I was proposing was, how about the Not the Tommy Boyd Show weight loss challenge?
Okay.
Right?
I don't need to lose any weight?
No. If you lost any more weight, you wouldn't be here.
No.
Should we try? Let's hope you lose a little bit.
Can't.
So, like, just listening to Randy saying that he'd been doing the exercise, and I thought, maybe I should, get to it. And I had been promising I was going to do something about it before Christmas.
Yeah.
So I was thinking what we do is, we get a bunch of people to say, yes, we're going to join the challenge, right? The stipulation being that you have to do the weigh-ins, right, on the Skype cam, because if you don't do them on the Skype cam, they're open to abuse. Because how do we know you've actually lost that much weight?
Yeah.
Right? But the winner is the person over, say, a 3-month period that loses the most percentage of their original starting weight.
Okay.
And we'll put some kind of 50 quid prize up or something like that.
So who's going to be in this then?
I don't know.
I'm up for that.
You're up for that?
Anything that will encourage me to get rid of this whale-like frame of mine.
Well, that's the same. That's the same with me. I mean, I hate to even start trying to think. What the hell are you doing?
Take me home. Is that a hint? Right. That's
No. If the song was called Fat Bottom Boys, it'd be better.
Yeah, it'd be better, wouldn't it? Yeah.
I didn't even think about that, Joe. Sorry.
No.
Oh, please don't.
I don't care.
You make the rockin' world go round.
Yeah. So if anybody wants to join in, studio@playradiouk.com. Either that, or if you can't do a Skype camera, then you have to have a video somewhere that we can see that, that basically, because I've got this feeling that if you use photos, it's far too easy to be able to.
Yeah,
we need live streaming evidence.
Yeah, so if that's a video that's been recorded, then that's not so bad, because all you need to see is the person and then angled down to the scales with no breaks in between.
I'm quite tempted. I'm
Are
you? For this. Yeah.
So what I'm thinking is, if people are interested, studio@playradiouk.com. We'll put you down on the list, and then next week we'll do the official weigh-in, right? And I'll bring a set of scales in, and we'll work it from there.
My little brother who's listening and in the Skype chat says, I'm trying to lose weight and I've lost 2 pounds in 2 weeks from just doing sit-ups. You lying bastard. I saw you. There's no way he's lost any weight.
Oh, really?
There's no way he had any to blooming well lose.
So what do you reckon then, Randy? With a 50 quid prize, the person that loses the most weight before, say, what are we now, the 10th of February? So we say the 1st of June.
Okay.
Right, what's that, March and April, isn't it? 6 weeks. 6 weeks to lose the most amount of weight you could possibly lose.
I might not be here to see the results.
This is going to be a challenge that I'm willing to.
Are you up for it, Randy?
I'm up to.
I'm up for that. Studio@playradiouk if you want to get involved in that. We'll put your name down the list and we'll have the weigh-in next week. Sounds good to me.
Excellent. The other thing I was calling about was your brush with the law questioning.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've got a brush with the law. Well, when I was at college, I once managed to wind up this young chap of mine so much that, I want to cut a long story short, he stabbed me in the arm with a scalpel, and being the man that I am, I decided not to take any sort of legal action against it, but rather than that, I thought, being the better man, I'd wait for the opportunity of revenge to arise. And this happened about 2 years later, when I stumbled across a love letter from him to his girlfriend, in which he admitted he was a virgin and that he wanted to have sex with her. So I take the love letter back together, I then photocopied it, sold it to all my friends for 10p, and then I said, he got quite angry, and I said, okay, you can buy a love letter back off me and all the copies for £30. And I had a knock on the door one day from the police, and they were interested in talking to me about extortion.
Extortion?
Wow.
No.
Wow.
You know you get locked up for terrorism, under the Terrorism Act, for doing that now?
Yeah, lucky I did it back in the day, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
The bloke was a cunt, he had it coming.
Well, some people do, don't they?
What do you expect?
Exactly, some people ask for it, don't
What else are you going to do about it?
Yeah, bloody love letter. I never wrote a love letter as a child. Did you write love letters, Randy?
Hello.
I think there's a problem with his Skype. Maybe letters of desperation, perhaps. Did you ever write a love letter when you were a kid? Or do a mixtape?
Now, you see, I always thought the mixtape. I thought this was brilliant. I think we should get people to own up about doing these love mixtapes.
Yeah.
And I want to know. Actually, what would be really good is to get girls who got mixtapes off fellas to play us a bit of the mixtape.
Well, what people could do is they could track list their mixtape, email it to studio@playradiouk.com, and then we can have the list of music in front of us and play it for them.
That's it.
There's a worrying look on Joe's face.
I have a mixtape.
You still have one?
Does he?
I don't know if it plays.
Does the fella talk on it?
No.
Well,
no.
you're taking that to the next level,
Because you see, it's okay. I mean, if it, we'll see if it plays. It'd be good to listen to like some really like beat up old tape listening.
It's not very well
warbling.
done. You know how radio DJs talk over the end of songs and
Yeah.
stuff? You know, it's
Oh, brilliant! That'd be great.
random.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Can you bring that in for us?
Yes, I can.
Thank you.
That'd
very
be
much.
brilliant.
Is it your husband's?
No.
Okay.
We'll name no names.
No. Because not only do I want the mixtape in the studio, I want the person who it was meant for on the phone.
It was meant for me.
From.
Oh, God.
You can't remember? No, wait, no. Okay, we'll just have the mixtape. Yeah, we'll just have the mixtape then. That would have been cool to get them on the phone and embarrass the hell out of them.
That would have been quite good.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a good idea.
No. Never made a mixtape, never wrote a love letter.
I wrote a fan letter one time to Phil Collins because not because I was a fan. Just let me just get that straight. Because I was extremely outraged that someone had stolen one of his songs.
Oh, wow.
Actually covered it really, and put it on the radio, and I thought that he ought to know if someone had stolen his song.
So you weren't a fan, but you were outraged that somebody had covered his song.
Well, I didn't know.
That makes you a fan.
I was about 11, and I didn't know what covers actually were.
Right.
I thought it was just pure out and out theft.
Right, I see.
Being a songwriter, naturally.
Phil Collins made some great songs.
Yeah.
In the Air Tonight is fantastic.
Rich bugger. Good on drums.
What do you mean it's about the only one? No Jacket Required album was genius.
Each to their own.
Oh, Jesus, he knows me, and he knows I'm right. I've been talking to Jesus all my life. Sorry.
See what we're going to get Matt to sing in the karaoke contest next year?
No, I've done it once, and that's it. You're not getting it again.
Every 12 months, mate.
You ain't getting it again.
2009.
Okay, MC Hammer next time, then.
You did MC Hammer this time.
I did Vanilla Ice.
Oh, yeah, Vanilla Ice.
My music gets me so hard, makes me say, oh my God. Sorry.
Yeah, I wanted to kill him.
Let's postpone
MC Hammer. I wanted his mum to take his trousers up.
I didn't like it.
Vanilla Ice. What about Snow, Informer? Do you remember that?
Oh, no, I like that.
Informer. You know, so I have to play my licky bum bum down. What the hell was that about?
Well, it was a licky bum bum that got me. I just thought, right, I'm not sure about this now.
That's right up Joe Street.
Yeah.
Have we still got Randy?
Yeah, I'm just going like that. There we go. And then we can bring in Randy and Chris. Hello, Chris.
Hi, bud.
Hello, mate.
Hey, up.
Now, how's the levels on that one?
Hey.
Now it sounds good, mate. It sounds good now.
Is it all right?
Hello, Chris.
Oh, fucking hell, man. What's going on, man? How you doing there? Who is he? Randy, is it? You got any feedback?
It's Randy, yes.
Player turned off.
Yeah, he's got his media
I
player.
have. Nice one. Right then, well, I'm just going to crack on.
Go on, then.
Do a bit.
Thanks, mate.
All right. So,
Take care.
can I... It's not costing me a penny, is it?
No, nothing at all to call this, no.
Right then. Here then. How about this one? All right, Matt. I'm sorry to have a go at you.
Okay, mate.
Yeah. All right. Do you mind if I leave the... What would you call it? The hyperspace window open?
Yeah, you leave the hyperspace window open. That's all right. Yeah, no problems,
Right
mate.
then. And I'll turn myself down. It's not costing anybody anything, is it?
No, nothing at all, mate.
Bang on. Right, and then I can organise myself.
Yeah.
And then I might be able to have a chat with you.
Yeah, good, mate.
Brilliant. We've been hoping that for weeks.
How do you mean, what, on the old Skype?
Yeah.
Yes, mate, yeah, because you're better on Skype.
Nice.
That's it, mate.
Well, it's my fault being IT illiterate, but we hope to remedy this in the future.
Good show, mate.
Well, no,
good show.
you made a good start by getting in on Skype and you're listening to the show, so...
Okay, I'll fuck up. Oh!
Hey, Chappers once wrote a fan letter to Gordon Strachan. I don't know why I changed accent then.
No,
wait.
That's because you've spent far too much time in Leicester recently, isn't it?
Leicester. We taught out in Leicester. Luckily, I wasn't branded with a Leicester accent. You know that girl on Big Brother called Bonnie? She was from Leicester. But she pronounced her name Bonner.
Yeah, wasn't she the really ugly Munter?
Yeah. She went out first. Bonner.
Never saw that one.
No, that's like if the lead singer of U2 had a stroke, how he might pronounce his name. Bonner.
just dip the mic for a second. I've got to say something, Scott. Sorry, I couldn't possibly have broadcast that, but that was anyway. Yes,
you will never know.
So we've got another contender in the weight loss challenge.
Okay,
Aaron says that he's currently 15.5 and he needs to be 12. Okay.
So that's you, Randy.
Randy, do you want to give us some kind of estimate of the starting price?
And to make it in a quantifiable decimal place so we can all understand.
Well, last time I weighed myself, I was up around bearing in mind this was just after Christmas, I was up around the 19 mark.
Okay.
So I think since then, because I haven't really eaten a lot recently, and I'm pretty certain I've lost quite a bit since Christmas, I reckon I'll be down from that, but I'm not really sure where I will be, but I'm confident of this victory due to my dedication to the cause.
Right, so you'd say around about maybe 18 or something then, right?
Yeah, I'd imagine that's the I'd say around there, unless something drastic has happened.
Good.
Or unless I shit out my entire organ system this week.
Yeah, don't do that. We don't.
I've always wondered if you'd be able to do your own liposuction.
No, you can't do your own colonic irrigation.
No, well, I'm not really.
Oh, can you?
No.
Yeah.
Can you? What do you do? Squirt water up your arse and shit?
No, Jackass. Yeah. Basically, Jackass did it with beer. Oh no, not Jackass. Dirty Sanchez did it with beer.
They're well shot, they're not all there.
Yeah, exactly, that's right, exactly. I mean, what they did was they stuck a bit of hose pipe up one guy's arse with a funnel on the end, then they just tipped loads of pints of beer into his arse.
Did he get pissed?
Well, no, I don't know, maybe he did, because what he did was, when they finished pouring the beer in, they kind of pulled the pipe out, stuck a pint glass under his arse, let him shit the beer back into the glass, and then he turned around and drank it.
He plays rugby, doesn't he? He must play rugby.
I don't know.
They do that kind of stuff at rugby.
I don't know.
Paranormal.
Yeah, exactly.
Can you hear me?
Yes?
Yeah.
Hi, Randy. I've seen you on the YouTube, mate.
Did you enjoy it, Chris?
Yeah, you're all right. You don't need to. You just need to beef up a bit, don't you?
Beef up a bit.
A bit.
Well, you know what?
He needs to get more nasty. Oh yeah, well yeah.
Adolf, you're just too nice, mate.
You don't look like a charmer, but but Buddy's all right. Can't you have a word with Tommy and get him to give you a few tips? His old man was a bodybuilder.
Was he?
Well, I might do that.
I think he was. I've heard it. Either he was bullshitting, but Tommy, he don't lie about this stuff, does he?
I got a Tommy update.
So have I.
Yeah, his old man was. I think it was. The way I heard it was he was a amateur bodybuilder.
I think you're right.
Well, it was only ever amateur, wasn't there? It wasn't a sport.
I seem to remember him telling us actually that. Yeah, Chris. Yeah, I remember that.
You'd think so. He was what was he say? He was a steelman or something.
That's right. Yeah, I seem to remember something like that. Yeah. Well.
And go on.
I was going to say the Tommy update that I have. I was told is that there's an appointment in the book this week for the management to meet the Boyd. To discuss future plans. So.
That's right, yeah. The Boyd was spoken to.
Races.
The Boyd was spoken to in the week. We kind of needed clarification from the man who owns the name in order to use his name in his absence.
Yeah.
And Tommy was all too happy for us to call the show not the Tommy Boyd Show. Right. Very happy, which I would say, in my opinion, without, this is not quoting the big man himself, I would say by wanting it to be called not the Tommy Boyd Show probably means he's wanting the door to be open.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that,
man, you pair are steering the ship,
and it's also
this is it. I'm going to be gutted if he comes back in one way.
Yeah, because it means it does mean we'd have to change the way the show ran a little bit.
Yeah, and we wouldn't get the free reign. I mean, I would, but then it would also be nice to learn a bit more from him before I finally take his throne.
Study at the feet of the old master.
Yeah, basically.
He should dress in black and have the spotlight on him, and
he should have a bandana. A bandana with a red circle and black lines coming out the side. Like Danielson.
We're back to 9/11 here, Matt.
Like Danielson. No, we're not back to 9/11.
We are. This is the only thing that survived.
Oh, I heard something the other day.
Who the fuck is Matt on about?
Like those Karate Kid headbands. Sensei kind of thing. Right, everyone calls 9/11 9/11. I heard the other day, actually, that 9/11 isn't the real 9/11. You're going to think, what the hell's he going on about? The real 11/9 with that Russian thing?
Oh, I don't know about that.
The end of the Cold War or something? And apparently, the name 9/11 was taken from something else that happened, something big in history that none of us seem to be able to remember, but is actually 11/9. And they've used it as a marketing and PR tool to touch the hearts of the world.
Well, you would think so. It's the old Bill's number in America, isn't it?
911, yeah.
911.
Well, that's why they picked the date, isn't it? Surely.
Yeah, I suppose, I've been watching a bit of this stuff, because it's all available on this internet, and I tell you what, bowled over by everything that you can get. I'm not much of a one to swallow what they have off the BBC. I just had enough for the telly. I dropped it, Here, I'll tell you, I got nicked. Are you trying to count me down on the telly here, Matt? On the screen?
Am I trying to count you down?
Or something, because you're like waving a pen. Anyway.
I'm just waving a pen, I get animated. The cameras are 30 seconds behind what we're saying, mate.
Yeah, but I tell you what, this is a clear line, isn't it? What happened to that Colin, that mank, anyway? I had a go at him.
Colin?
He was banging to 9/11.
Don't know who Colin is, but 9/11, I think, is a massive conspiracy. What's your opinion on 9/11, Jo?
Well, it occurred. What else do you want to know?
Wow, you really are Scottish.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit, mate. Go for a bear, eh?
Have you heard of this thing they call the rabbit hole?
Nah.
Yeah.
I've only just got my head round this, and it says like once you start thinking that they might have not had planes there, and it might have been a missile attack, then all of a sudden every other possibility's open.
Yeah, it does.
And then you can end up going bloody mad thinking about stuff like that, couldn't you?
It does. It kind of once you accept any one of the facts that are being thrown about, that it might not have happened the way we've been led to believe, then suddenly everything else starts fitting in. I suppose that's what you have to be careful with a conspiracy theory, because suddenly things become very convenient, and nobody will ever really know what happened 9/11.
Or is it just like
what didn't happen?
Go on, Randy.
What did happen was that it wasn't a giant rabbit thinking that the Twin Towers were big carrots and trying to eat it. That's one conspiracy theory I think we can safely rule out.
Yeah, rule out the rabbit, yeah.
I'll tell you a tale, proper tale, and once or twice I've come on and I'm sounding like this and sounding like that. There's a mate of mine, when we was round here, and he was talking about a pal of ours who's got his colour felt for nothing, nothing at all. He wasn't even pissed, that way. But he got his collar felt, and in the past, and they give it anyway, he wouldn't have it off the old bill. The old bill was young, so he's gone steady or whatever. Anyway, he got himself nicked, and my mate rang you up the one night, one of those, forget all that. What was I going to say? Right, I was going to say this. Now, this is media, you're in the media, so you're going to know whether, things are going to get slanted one way or the other. And smoke screens, this idea, this octopus they're doing. This smoke screen, this idea of this octopus behind it. And I tell you what, I'm not watching telly, I'm going half fucking balmy on the stuff, that one. Because you think, well, why on earth, what does it profit them? Or is this just how life turns out, does it keep going on this way? Or are Americans so pragmatic that they are prepared to do whatever is necessary so that they carry on this way, I mean, there's all kinds of issues here, Jo, can you hear me as well? 'Cause I'm hearing you ever so well.
Oh, thank you. I'm hearing you very well too.
Right then, am I making any sense? Because normally I don't make any sense.
I'm losing you slightly, but
phasing me. Yeah. I'm getting phased. But this Al, old Al, our old Al Gore.
Big old Al Gore, yeah.
Yeah, man. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to stereotype him, right? And he's frightening the shit out. He's putting the fear in the horses, as Tommy said. Now, I don't want to bring out the inner alarmist in anybody, but you got any bad news for us, Jo?
Bad news?
Yeah, from the environmental front.
Yeah, well, it's all going to shit, really.
Is it?
Yeah.
We're all right in Birmingham, honestly.
Are you? I thought it was quite a flat area. If it's quite a flat area,
we're all right, man. We're built on
you want a hill?
Hang on, there is somebody at the door. Who's that?
It'll be Phil with
Okay.
it'll be your mate with his bad knee with his
Well,
dog
look,
tied to it.
Chris, you go and answer the door.
I'll just fade myself down. Is that all right?
All right,
Yeah,
mate.
you go
yeah.
and answer the door. No, nobody.
In a bit.
All right,
Okay.
nobody go anywhere. We'll be back.
PlayRadioUK.com. PlayRadioUK.com.
Want £100 off of the cost of your next holiday? OneFall Travel are offering an unbelievable £100 discount off of all holiday bookings. Whether you want to visit Turkey, Bulgaria, Croatia, Egypt, Cyprus or Spain, OneFall Travel have a fantastic range of hotels to suit every holiday need. All you need to do to get your £100 discount on top of the everyday exceptional prices is call now on 0871 664 1405 or visit the website at www.onefalltravel.co.uk.
It was the year of the long hot summer.
Say your kisses for me.
The year of the yuppie. And the year we landed on the moon. So, what were the years? Flashback with me, Phil Vowles, Sundays from midday on Play Radio UK. Just great music.
Sensibly satirical. This is the Tommy Boyd Show on Play Radio UK. Not for the
Oh, does that look
faint-hearted.
right? Just ask you if you're settling in all right. You give me a strange look.
Who is this by contact lens? It's funny.
I thought you'd taken all the imaging for that particular show's name out.
No. As I stated, you should have been paying attention at the beginning of the show.
Oh, he was
As
doing
I
that.
stated, I'm sorry, that was really patronising. wasn't it? I'm sorry.
See, when you're going like that, right, or to the camera like that, I'm going like that.
Yeah. It's great news. No, I did say that I didn't play the beginning one because I had something I wanted to play you, gather opinion, but the others would appear.
Oh, right. Did
I
you?
did say that. Next week,
Shows how much
they
noise I
won't. It's Matt's talking, switch offs like Homer Simpson, all he hears, wah, 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 wah. Next week, we'll have full production with Matt and Stu's name all over it. Now, I wanted to ask you, should it be Matt and Stu, or Stu and Matt, or should we alternate?
Let's alternate.
Alternate, cool, excellent. My brother, who joined us
01243 55 60 60 0208 123 1088.
Yes, studio at playradiouk.com.
If you want to get involved, the weight loss challenge.
Yes.
The weigh-ins next week.
And we're taking auditions for sport.
And we are taking the sport auditions.
TommyBoydShrine.co.uk.
Don't look at me like that, like you don't know. You're on there all day.
No, it's
Matt.
on my favourites. It's on my favourites. My brother, who gave us who wanted to talk about UFC a couple of weeks ago, and Alan sort of, for want of a better phrase, what?
That's all right. Just fade that one up as well, because there's people on Skype that are all in the conference as well.
Of course. And Alan kind of poo-pooed it.
Yes.
Poo-pooed it.
Poo-pooed it. Oh, UFC. Yes, that's what I did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Scott.
Yo. What's happening, guys?
That was a very American entrance, wasn't it? Yo, what's happening, guys? It was like Bart Simpson.
There, so I'm filling in, look.
You sounded like you're on a black music station there for a second. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, man. You know, down with the homeboys and all that. Yeah, wicked West Star.
This is it, I'm Ting MC Bassline, got this new Rihanna tune coming up for you later, you know what I'm saying? Like that.
Yeah,
That sounded like
right off the street, haven't you?
that sounded like some weird German accent he had on there, didn't it?
You shall take your villain and your children.
Yeah, exactly.
Scott, you got some UFC info, yeah?
Hell yeah, I have all the UFC info.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to play the jingle that hasn't got your name in it, but we'll put your name in it, and then you're going to give us the UFC update. What do you reckon?
Oh, really? Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, are you going to put the name in the right place?
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah. Scott Hollett.
Wait, it's UFC. They kind of give everybody a nickname, so it needs to be Scott. What's your nickname, Scott?
No idea.
You know, like the fighters in UFC. It's like Dirk the Dickman Diggler, that kind of thing. Yeah. What's yours?
I really want something along them lines.
No, of course we need one.
Yeah.
We need one.
What on earth do you think, Joe, makes Matt come up with the Dick Man as a fucking?
I'm hoping he's just heard it before.
Do you think he's got something on the brain that he wants to tell us?
I was talking to my mate about the film Boogie Nights last night. That's where Dirk Diggler came up. Right? These things, they just happen. I don't think about them. They just happen. Right, so
that'll be for one for the Mattisms thread then.
Scott the Smooth. What do you reckon?
It'd be something along the lines of Scott the Sandman Holic or something like that.
There you go. That'll do. The
Scott
Sandman.
the Sandman Holic.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, right. So we're going to play the jingle. still say your name in the middle bit, and then it'll go stop and go to the music, and then
I'm sure
you
he
start.
can pretty much work out where it's going to come in. Yeah. Get on with
This is
it.
my brother you're talking about. Okay, you ready, Scott?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Sunday night, 4 pounder.
With Scott the Sandman Holick.
On PlayRadioUK.com.
Go.
Right, okay, last week was UFC 81, Breaking Point, where we saw the interim heavyweight title decided between Tim the Maniac Sylvia and Antonio Nogueira. Tim Sylvia was winning the stand-up, but Nogueira's superior jiu-jitsu came into play and saw him go home with the belt. But the main attraction of last week was the debut of Brock Lesnar, formerly of WWE. He came straight out the gates against Frank Mir, took him straight down and was one hell of a beating. He was deducted a point for hitting in the back of the head, but soon after that Frank Mir locked up a leg, twisted it for the tap out, so Brock went home the loser that night. For the UFC news, go to UFC.com.
Cheap plug.
Great. And it got it all in the 60 seconds. You can play the ending.
How good that?
Dun, 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 dun.
Round of applause. Scott, you're the only one tonight that's made it in the time.
I thought that was quite good considering I've not prepared.
That's very good.
Was that not prepared?
No, it was off the top of my head.
You fucking liar. Matt, before you go back down south, I need to talk to you about what I'm going to say on Sunday night.
No. That's not what I said.
That was good, Scott. That was good. I would say, I hope you don't mind, that you need to tighten up a little bit. There was a couple of erms in there. If you're going to be a sports reporter, you've got to be quite smooth and straight off the blocks, haven't you?
Well, yeah, you know,
you haven't prepared.
Not greatly prepared.
No, but that was good. We now have a UFC update.
There you go,
This is turning into Sports Centre, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yes, it is. It is. I think we need a jingle that goes...
Well, take two. How'd Newcastle get on yesterday?
Oh, shut up.
Oh, I'll tell you what, Newcastle are up shit creek without a paddle. No. They're up shit creek with a paddle, but the paddle is old. It's been around for a few years. It used to work really well, but it's been kept in a shed for a while, and now they've brought the paddle back out, and it's just not performing.
Sorry, I must be missing something here. But what division? What division are Leicester in?
Oh, yeah, you get low, look.
Sorry, Premiership of what? Probably the Premiership in your own minds, perhaps.
We are in the Championship, where real football is played.
You are
Scott, don't, mate. We are in dire fucking straits. We're about to get relegated into League One. I went to the match yesterday against Plymouth Argyle, and I haven't seen us play that bad in years.
There you go.
I've had a season ticket for 12 years.
Well, there you go. We've got another caller on the line as well.
Another caller on the line.
Fucking hell.
Who's that?
That was Alan.
Is that not Rain Man calling in?
That was Alan. And now, you see, what's great about this new phone system, right? What's great about this new phone system is now, if I click on this... No, actually, wrong one. Where is it? If I go to... There's a history one somewhere. There it is, right? So I now know that is Alan's number, right?
Right.
So now I can put Alan's mobile in there, right? And add him as a contact there.
So we know when he's calling.
And next time when he calls, it'll come up saying Alan's mobile.
We have you in our sights.
Yeah, you see.
We have you in our sights, Mr. Caddick. What's new, Scott?
I won't get it.
Oh, hang on. Who's that?
It's Chris having a waffle, I think.
It is. Is that me again now?
Yeah, we heard you, mate.
Oh, Lord. I tell you what, I was thinking, hey, this is a smooth internet thing that me and my pal Phil, who's here.
Hello, Phil.
Yeah, hang on, hold on, Matt, hold on, hang on.
It was stupid, am I?
Right, no, we're all right.
That's good.
Carbon footprint is low. Safety. Nobody off licence. Hang on, I've got to give you the headphones. Come here.
Oh, he's got headphones on as well. This is very technical.
Yeah. Tell you what, Birmingham's going up in the world. Shame about the football.
They'll have central heating next.
Yeah, before you know it, lights. Street lighting. Unbelievable. Wow. But you know what? Someone will go and ruin it all by introducing taxis. Well, Chris, are you there?
Is he still waffling on?
It's who?
I just wanted to boast about my extremely low carbon footprint since I understand you've been having an environmentalist night. Chris is saying I've got to go down the outdoor.
When did we start having an environmentalist night?
I thought it was this evening. Didn't you have some bird on or something? 4 gallons here of calling females by service like birdo. Oh, sorry, I said it again.
It's better than fan, I believe you me. The bird is, I can deal with, don't worry.
And I think the worst one I've heard is slit arse.
No. There's two. They go hand in hand, right? One of them is the general, and the other one is the time of the month. Okay, axe wound, fresh axe wound.
Oh, yuck!
Right.
No.
It's horrible. It's not
That's
my.
really not
I hate
nice.
those kind of things. I hate those kind of things.
We go down the outdoor. See you in a bit.
Alright,
Right, okay.
Were you coaching the girls from this Burgess Hill or whatever?
No, it's from Phil.
Don't start insinuating things like that.
See, look. If I go like that now, right? Look at it. Says Alan's mobile. Hello, Alan.
There was a young man called Keegan who saw a good goal when he sees them. When you know they got through, when they've got people too, when no one like John Carew.
Yeah, but it was 4-1,
Yeah,
Alan.
I was going to say it would be great, apart from the fact it was 4-1.
Yeah. What's my favourite word for a female's vagina is pussy. I quite like that.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Vag.
Sorry.
You like vag? I tell you what I hate. Muff.
Yeah, because
I
muff is
do not
actually a woolen thing that you
Yeah,
put
and
your
you
hands
have
in.
ear muff.
I always like that line in The Office, in the last ever Office one, where she goes, when the guy turns to her and goes, "It's not my fault, some bloke blew his beans up your muff, darling," and the old receptionist bird just goes, "Muff." And it's just the way she says it, she just looks
in complete disdain.
She just looks eyes wide, and she goes, "Muff." Brilliant.
But then there was some. I mean, I used to go out. This bird, it kind of had a towny accent, so it really kind of put me off the word pussy because you call it pussy.
Right, yeah, that's
Pussy.
not so good. No.
Towny accent.
It's like, yeah, that was terrible. Scott,
Yo.
what's your favourite word for a woman's private bits? Oh, how you wouldn't know? You don't know what they look like.
Oh, that's low. That is. I haven't even said hello to the lady in the studio yet. How are you, Joe?
Hello, I'm doing fine. How are
Joe,
you?
this is my younger, less better, a lot worse looking brother. He can beat me in a fight. That's all I'll give him.
Okay.
I'm like Matt, a little bit shorter, got some actual muscles on me and a decent face.
So you're nothing like me whatsoever.
Excellent. Well, nice to meet you.
Part of it.
So it's Scott, Joe, Scott.
Hello.
Hello. I don't know what my favourite word is, Matt. I don't think any of them. They all sound a bit strange. None of them make you want to go there, do they?
They do. There is a stigma, especially in this country, like being British. There's a stigma. You get a bit sort of wary or embarrassed about saying certain words. Like we've been through this with Tom. I hate the word penis. I can't stand it. It's a fucking cock.
It's a very strange.
What is you, Matt?
Sunday night,
Oh no, wait a minute. You should play the other one.
With somebody who said play the jingle.
PlayRadioUK.com.
Go.
Manchester City managed to do this all over the roof by United side today in the wake of the Munich Headers' 50th anniversary. Goals from Terence, Russell and Matt and new starting Benjani took the Blues in at half-time with a 2-0 lead at a subdued Old Trafford, stunting United's title challenge and leaving them 2 points behind Arsenal to play Blackburn on Monday, somewhere near the Royal Rumble. Elsewhere was a poor draw at Stamford Bridge between Chelsea and Liverpool. Frank Lampard returned to the starting lineup after missing almost 10 games of injury, but they were able to inspire any real attacking prowess. Now it's back to Matt the idiot and Stu the fat bastard.
Who's that?
I don't know. They hung up.
They've hung up.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
that's great. That's quite cool. I like that.
That is quite cool.
That's brilliant.
That's very good. Scott.
Yo.
Thanks for your update, my man. You're going to give us another one next week?
Yeah, man, I'll call in and fill you in what's going on.
Wicked. I'll speak to you later, mate.
See you, mate.
Alright, see you later.
Bye.
Who have we got on Skype now?
Chris,
there's another
Randy,
phone call.
and Aaron.
Hello.
And there we go.
I want to apologise about earlier on.
Oh, it's Alan. Hello, mate. What are you apologising for now?
No, because someone shouted bogies on the phone.
Yeah?
And it was, you know
Alan, that's very, very offensive.
Have you ever played that in a library?
Plenty, Randy.
No.
Is that Chris on the phone?
Alan, where are you now?
I'm outside the pub.
Right. I want you to go into the pub.
And shout bogeys.
I want you to walk into the middle of the pub, and I want us to be able to hear the people talking in the background, and I want you...
Doing a karaoke, I'll probably get lynched at the pub.
I don't care, Alan.
If karaoke's on, then what we want you to do is to get up on stage, get the microphone and shout bogeys.
Mate, I want to hear you in that pub shouting bogeys at the top of your voice. I will not answer another call from you for the rest of this show. You will be banned completely until you do this.
Well, for the rest of tonight, anyway.
But there's only 7 minutes anyway.
Get in that pub. No, I'm banning you from next week, the week after. Yeah.
No, don't.
Alan?
Bogey!
Hey! What kind of reaction are you getting, Alan?
Okay, look at him. What backwards
You are brilliant, Alan.
Alan, could you hand your phone to the barman for me for a minute?
Oh, no, they've had a mad rush at the bar.
Oh, that's terrible. They work behind a fucking bar. They serve booze. That's what they're meant to have. Put the guy on.
No, he's just gone on a break.
They've got a mad rush behind the bar because Alan's just scared the shit out of everyone. That's right.
They're not buying drinks. They're actually hiding behind the bar.
Look at it.
Half the men have just pissed themselves. I think Alan's gone.
Yeah. If he actually did that, fair play.
That's very good.
Yeah. How do we know he's not in his back garden?
I did hear people in the background.
Aaron, where are you?
Me? I'm in the living room.
You're in the living room. Who's in the house?
Me.
Yes,
we've got the wife in bed and the two little ones.
Okay, I want you to go upstairs, open your bedroom door, and shout bogeys.
There's nothing quite like ripping off.
God, my daughter, she's only 5 months old.
We've got another phone call.
Do it.
I think you should do it, Aaron.
I tell you what, she would beat the shit out of me.
Shall I phone somebody? Shall I phone somebody off my phone randomly and shout bogeys down the phone at them? I want to show, by making you people do this, right, everybody do this, I want to show that I'm not afraid of doing it myself, and it will be from the Play Radio number, so they won't know the number, and I'll just shout bogeys.
Okay, go on.
Okay, so...
in the meantime, who's on the phone, hello?
Every day, I beat my own previous record for number of consecutive days I've stayed alive.
Brilliant. That's good.
Wow.
Thanks for that.
Very true.
Yeah.
Do what, Chris, mate?
Said he's been on the planet plenty.
Yeah. Is Randy still there as well?
I'm still here.
Oh, there he is.
Patience of a saint.
I know. Actually, yeah. You see, G-Man Jr. makes a good point, right? so we've been moaning and groaning about people ripping off our bits over the last couple of weeks, like the dog barking and the karaoke concert. So what are we going to do? Rip off Dick and Dom and do the old bogey shouting to random people on the phone.
Well, like Ian Lee pointed out, most of what everybody does these days is ripped off from Tom, so...
Yeah, you're pretty much right.
Yeah. Who's on the phone? Who's actually on the phone?
No one now.
Excellent. Okay, I'm going to do my bogeys prank to prove that I am not scared.
Ooh.
Somebody tell me whether they can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you, Chris. Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you, Chris.
Right then. Can I...
Hang on, Chris. I'm doing bogeys. Hang on. Stay quiet a minute.
No.
All right, of course you will.
I think...
Well.
Hello?
Bogeys!
Hello?
Hi, Dad.
Oh, hi, son, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, thanks. I'm just going to go back to the radio show now, cheers. There you go, you see?
Oh, excellent.
But hang on a minute, that's not right. You can't keep phoning... We've had just about every member of the Holic family on
We haven't
tonight.
had my mum.
Oh, here we go. So now we're going to get her mum going as well. Yeah, that's great. Yeah. Now, what G-Man Jr. recommends is you should now random Skype someone and do it.
Random Skype me.
But we're running out of time, so we'll have to do that
We've got
next
4
week.
minutes. No, we've got 4 minutes. Do it now. Random Skype.
No.
Bogeys!
No,
It does not take 4 minutes to random Skype someone. It takes 60 seconds. We've got 4 chances. Do it.
But it kind of has taken a long time before. Because
Well, try one now, and you just let me know if we connect in.
All right. Well, I'll try and find someone. Hang on a minute.
I think we should have a bogeys In fact, we can find a better word than bogeys, can't we? Perhaps if next week...
Bollocks.
we get somebody on the phone next week who walks into a really busy place and shouts at the top of their voice, "Cunty bollocks!" we'll get a better reaction.
Yeah, they'll probably get arrested as well.
For what?
Well, because bogies isn't quite offensive.
You get arrested for saying cunty bollocks.
But cunty bollocks is kind of a bit offensive, isn't it? So.
You can't get arrested for saying cunty bollocks.
Now, what the hell's this?
I'm an excellent driver.
I'm an excellent driver. I'm an excellent driver. I'm an excellent driver. I'm an excellent driver. I'm an excellent driver. I'm an excellent driver. I'm an excellent driver.
Thank you.
I'm guessing the guy thinks he's quite good at driving.
Yeah, that's it. There we go. I don't know what that was. Thanks, Ben.
It's off a Rain Man.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, Rain Man. Now he's the autistic guy, isn't he? He counts cards and stuff. Look, right, we've got 2 minutes left. 01243 55 60 60. Let's have some random Human Zoo crap before we end. 0208 123 1088. Studio at PlayRadioUK.com. What are you going to say, Stu?
Don't forget the Play Radio Weight Loss Challenge.
Yes.
So far, there's three of us in. So studio at PlayRadioUK.com.
What kind of music would be a weight loss challenge?
Superstars.
Superstars.
Hang on, let's have a think.
I know.
I know what...
No, not Pink Sunshine. Get out of here.
Oh, kind of.
Do you want me to lose weight? Dexy's Midnight Runners, you prat.
Dexy's Midnight Runners, yeah.
Guys on the Skype, thank you very much tonight. We're going to lose you now because time is drawing to a close.
It's very polite, isn't he? See you later, guys. Have a good week, all right?
Yeah.
Bye-bye. See you, folks.
Bye.
Yeah, okay, who's on the phone?
Bye-bye.
Brilliant.
You see, that's what we want. That's what we want.
That rounds off my weekend.
Okay, so some things to be aware of for next week. Just quickly go on. Hello? Some things we need to be aware of for next week, okay? The numbers are changing so we can conference call. You can call either, but the information overload is gathering pace now. There's a lot of information. In order to be able to optimise the show for your personal benefit, there's a lot of information. The cameras have moved. stewandmatt.servebeer.com. Studio at PlayRadioUK, fine. .com. That's all normal. Play.radiouk. That's the Skype. But we've got 2 numbers now, which we'll reiterate again next week. But please don't feel overloaded by it. Use it to the maximum potential it can be used. I think that's fair in saying that, isn't it?
Yeah, the new 0208 number has multiple lines, and we can conference call. It seems to work quite well, actually, that conference calling tonight. So,
so it's not an information overload. What you've got to do is use the information to the benefit of yourself and the show and the way it all works. And we're hopefully taking things further forward in the big man's absence. Thank you to everyone again tonight.
Plug time?
Plug time.
OnTheWireless.net. TommyBoydShrine.co.uk, that's where we have a message board where we're mostly on. Screenwipe.tv is another message board if you want to get involved in that as well. And Mick YNWA, who does all the podcasts. And I'd just like to say to the person that reported Mick YNWA for copyright laws, tough shit, it didn't work because all the stuff's back and all the radio stations couldn't give a flying fuck.
No, all the radio stations are actually quite flattered that the guy puts the effort in.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't believe I'm going to say this right now, but tune in to Ian Lee on Virgin for more of the same, because it's a whole Sunday night of quality broadcasting. Myself and Stu will be making some anonymous calls at some point, and thank you very much to Joe.
Thank you.
In fact, no, I want to give the last word of tonight's show to you, Joe.
Oh, right.
Fall to your knees and pray.